NCAA semifinals. It's the best, yes. It's the best night of the NCAA wrestling season because you got two semifinal mats right there in the center of the dog bone.
Dog bone.
The celebrated dog bone configuration.
Yes.
What everyone should do is text someone that that is not a wrestling fan and say, how pumped are you for the celebrated dog bone configuration? And just see what they say.
Yeah. Just text everybody in your contacts and see what they say.
Yeah, do a mass text to your entire family.
So the center two mats, that's semifinals. On the outside, those four mats, those are the blood round.
Blood round. That's Dracula's favorite round.
Yeah. Dracula loves it.
You win, you're an All-American. You lose,
you're not.
Go eat, I guess.
You're in the record books as R12.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
There's nobody
not the same
remembers
as
R12s.
Yeah, it's too bad.
8, 7, 6.
You're still insanely good, but you didn't get what you wanted. So
no, it's a different set of record books.
This right here, what we're gonna watch, is the most highly concentrated emotions.
Per square foot
that you'll find anywhere. That you win, you're elated, you lose, you're devastated, and it's gonna unfold right in front of our eyes.
Yeah, per square foot, no other sporting event. It does hey, the Super Bowl may have tons of emotion and everything, but that's all spread out, and there's only 11 guys. But this is 6 mats going on, and it's going to happen 10 times. So there's 60 outcomes that are going to leave one person elated and one person devastated.
Yeah, and man, look at this. Look at this. They got Trent Hidley, Shane Sparks on the call. I saw Daniel Cormier, Mike Cousins.
Everybody's here. This is it.
Here.
Anybody who likes wrestling, is into wrestling, is tuning in tonight, and they're excited about this.
And look, these guys know who to point the camera at. They got Mr. Fast Twitch, AJ Ferrari on the screen, Wyatt Hendrickson.
Or they're just going after mustaches, because now they got Wyatt Hendrickson.
Yeah.
Who's next? Who else has a mustache?
Well.
Gable's got a mustache with a beard. Here we're 3 for 3, guys.
Yep. Yeah, and before this starts, we're going to hear this noise.
Okay.
That means battle stations.
That's what they do at the beginning. Yeah, you're right. That's what they do.
Or that's what I just did because I looked up the sound yesterday and I wanted to play it again.
Jordan Burroughs.
That's the Panther train.
Panther train may be rolling tonight. We'll see.
Don't make me break out the hawk noise again for Sheldon Seymour.
Man.
Oh, and JB just slid right into frame.
Yep.
Mr. Cousins.
JB. Brock Hardy they're showing highlights of.
Yeah.
That looks like a good crowd.
He's on the right. He's been on the right end of the highlights so far this year.
Because of last year.
Yeah.
It would be great to see some Brock Hardy redemption. And how about those Skurs?
Huskers doing great.
They went back to back semifinalists, which, for Penn State fans, they're like, okay, well, yeah, do it like 10 years in a row. But Huskers are primed to get a team trophy the first time, I think since 2008.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they've had some 5th places.
They've had some, top 10 teams for sure, maybe even top 5s.
Yeah. Minto.
Yeah, 4 in the semis is big time for the Huskers. So let's see. Penn State, they got 7 in the semis.
It's really good.
Oklahoma State. It looks like your mic's
falling over there.
You got to point that thing at your mouth.
Oh, it's because you pulled it through your shirt. You can just let it dangle there a little bit.
Okay, he's working on that.
Yeah.
How about anyway,
this? We good?
So Penn State, 7 in the semis. Iowa's got 3. Oklahoma State has 4, and Nebraska has 4. So this is going to be a huge round for the team points, and we are underway.
Oh, bam, boom. All right, we're started.
Semifinals in the middle, blood round on the edges.
There's no matches here that aren't compelling.
No, I'm compelled by all of them.
The power of these matches compel me.
Ramos with the first takedown.
Yeah.
Matt Ramos.
Dean Peterson's got one too.
Yeah. Rutgers has 3 in the blood round, so they're trying to get, they get their usual accompaniment now of like 2 or 3 All-Americans a year. You never want to get shut out, but there was a while when it was like, when is Goody going to get his first All-American? Because who was the guy that came over with him from Scotty Winston?
Yeah.
Never All-American. They had Mario Mason transfer from Minnesota. There were so many round of 12s, and then it was Machine Gun Parati, I think, in 2013.
Parati, yes.
That was the first guy to break through for Rutgers. The first All-American since Tom Tannis in 2004, 2006.
Holy smokes.
And then somebody else placed shortly after that, like a 49-pounder.
Ken Theobald.
He had like a police shield on his arm, tattooed, I believe.
Yeah.
Or something.
He may have. Yes. Well, I was going to say, there was another guy, I was following Rutgers pretty close back then, and Hayden Rymack, I don't know if that name rings a bell, but he ended up becoming a state trooper.
Okay.
Matt Ramos gets
I
another
don't know if he had a
4 on the
tattoo.
near fall. He's up 7-0. You can continue. Sorry.
Oh, that was it.
That was it. Okay, don't continue then.
Okay, I'm cut off.
Vincent Robinson, Sheldon Seymour,
So,
Troy Spratley, and Eddie Ventresca.
by the way, Jet Strickenberger had a takedown, but Caleb Smith now just with a reversal. So it's 3-2 for Strickenberger with 2 minutes left in the first.
That is on mat 6.
Yeah, no points yet in any of our semifinals.
I feel like, yeah, I can see them being low-scoring affairs. They're wrestling cautiously.
Dayton in the chat wants to know what time the semis start. Well, they have started. They just started a little
Good
bit.
news.
Is he?
Bader, you got a workout in.
I got a workout.
In between
Yeah,
sessions.
yeah.
How did everyone else spend their in between time?
Yeah, chat.
Well, we all went. Oh, you mean them?
yeah,
Yeah.
not us friends.
I
We
was
already know.
literally
but-
Well, we
asking
went and
you.
got Thai food and
Yeah,
then
we had
came back
some
and hung
great
out.
Thai food. Great Thai
Went on a
food.
little joyride with Nikki, our producer.
Yeah, look
which
at
was
every-
scary, guys. By the way. Anyways, we don't have to get into that. There's some crazy windy hills around here, and he's got a little Miata.
Steve O'Pullen trailing 3-1 in on a shot on Dean Peterson, trying to work for that takedown over there in the blood round.
Very exciting.
We had somebody just spamming dog bone in the chat. I like it. Keep spamming. As long as it's something like that. And not like, I don't know, like an ad for some nonsense.
Drew Manuel in the chat asked, what's the deal with Messenbrink? Well, he's having
good.
a fantastic year. Was an NCAA runner-up a year ago.
He's just smashing
He
everybody.
did
he
not
wrestles.
end the match early.
Yep.
In the quarters, that was something wrong with him. Maybe he's hurt or something. Not really.
Still zeros. Oh, no, yeah, that little
4
one was not a
versus 8,
semis.
7 versus 3 on our seeds in the semifinals here at 125.
Yeah, let's talk brackets for a sec.
Let's go brackets. Spay. Brackets, yeah.
Yeah, well, we're getting
Oh,
Nikki's
yeah,
talking
yeah,
to us.
yeah,
You have
yeah.
no ears in
I
for
can
our
keep going,
production.
yeah. 0-0 at the end of the first for both of our bouts and the semifinals.
Yep, bagels on the board. And we just finished one period in both. Oh, no, we got a stoppage, it looks like, for blood. So mat 3 is going to take a little longer to wrap up than mat 4 is my guess.
Yep.
Spratley underneath, and Ventresca on top to start the second period.
Over there, oh man, there's a takedown for Caleb Smith. Looks like at the end
This
of
is
the
everything
first.
coming up skurs,
Yeah.
but you don't rule out Jet Strickerberger.
People want to know how to watch. Well, what I would recommend is we got a little lower third that's going to let you know. It's all on ESPN. The matches are ESPN, ESPN Plus. But if you like hanging out with your friends on a watch party, then you've come to the right place. So
Yeah, two-screen experience. is
yeah,
what
pull
you
up
need.
your other screen, watch the matches, and then tune in with us.
And I would go to ESPN Plus. It's like $12 for ESPN for 1 month. I mean, $12 is worth it to watch every mat of the NCAAs, and you'll be able to get replays for at least. Oh, try to get a tilt.
Yeah.
Oh, you rolled him through, but all the way
Caught
through
on
is
his back.
Seymour.
For a split second.
Yeah.
I would pay $100 to watch this tournament.
Yeah, and you get archives for like at least a month. They keep them up there for ESPN Plus. You can do it, and you get MatCast with Shane Sparks and Trent Hidley on
Heard
the
that's
call.
like the best place to watch this thing.
There you go.
Yeah, that's the only way to watch.
Dean Peterson still with that 3-1 lead. He's trying to get out from bottom, but Steve-O putting a good ride on there.
Yeah, Steve-O's tough. All these guys are tough. I think Matt Ramos looks like he's going to take care of business. I wouldn't rule out Trevor Anderson, but Ramos the favorite there. Lilidol almost got some near fall.
Question is, right, can Penn State go 10 for 10? All-Americans only be the second team to do it ever.
Yeah.
They got 3 in the blood round. Obviously, there's 7 in the semifinals are locks. So 125, 133, 157, right?
Yep.
Man, Dean Pete trying to do a little hip heist action, and Steve-O's in trouble, but there's no neutral danger when you're on top. He's still collecting riding time, even though Dean Peterson's basically sitting on him. Vincent Robinson escape and takedown. So big points, not big, but
Points.
yeah.
Those are significant points. I mean, Seymour, his thing is he's just so hard to score on. So once you do, that typically is a good sign for you.
And we had a reversal and then escape. So this basically the same thing as an escape for Spratley. We're going to talk about the consolidation
Oh, yeah.
brackets,
Nikki
otherwise
asking-
known as the consolation
Yeah,
brackets.
Nikki asking which matches we're going to talk about. We've definitely been talking
We
about
should
blood
change
round
the
and
name
semifinals.
to consolidation brackets. I kind of
Yeah.
like it.
It
I like
does
the-
consolidate the bracket.
That's what
Yes.
I'm saying.
Yeah,
Or the constellation brackets that we
That
just talk about the
doesn't
stars.
make
because they're
sense,
full of
Faye.
stars.
They're full of stars.
Okay,
tournament.
well,
Yep.
goodness. Love you guys.
Peterson
3-1.
still hasn't gotten out. Did you just...
Steve-O, really, really tough on top. He's putting a
Yeah.
good ride on there. And
Unless Dean's trying to gas him from bottom.
Ventresca just escaped, so it's now 2-2 in that semifinal. Mm-hmm.
Third
Lilidol
period. Early.
up 3-2 on Nicolas Rivera. Little
What?
misdirection
Wow.
attempt for Rivera. Man, Lilidol, what an incredible go behind.
It almost looked like Rivera just get behind me, but Lilydale was just that quick.
Yeah. They call that guy Lightning Luke, I hear.
Why do they? Because
Well, because he's
Because
Flashy?
he's made out of pure electricity.
yeah, he's electric. No, he's fast. He's a fast guy.
ESPN Plus is Yosef Walsh. Hit the Matcast option. They'll just type in wrestling. There'll be a ton of options. You want the 7 p.m. Friday Matcast. That will get you what you want, and you will have all 6 mats going live.
I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want.
I want a zigga zigga.
Oh, God.
All right, so big blood round, third period coming up here for Jet Strickenberger. He trails Caleb Smith 6-4.
This is the big blood.
He's starting on bottom. Riding time, not a factor yet, just at 16 seconds to start the period for Caleb Smith.
Oh, did Dean Pete get out in the final seconds? Steven might have riding time.
Ooh, Ventresca in on the leg of Spratley.
Oh, Ventresca.
Streckenberger. Oh, that's got to be.
Jet-
Was that one or no? That was.
Oh, that
he was like
crazy.
away, but he rolled so far through that
Yeah.
no change. I don't think.
Strickenberger just went nuts there, and Tim Flynn challenging.
I don't know if that's the right. I don't know if he's going to win that.
Yeah, I don't know if he
may
is
or may
either.
not be right or wrong to challenge, but
All right, 2-2, Spratley Ventresca. 20 seconds to go in the third. And what are they looking at here? There's a challenge from Virginia Tech. Not sure what they're looking at.
What is happening with Peterson and Poulin?
is it Poulin on top? Peterson trying to shimmy out the back?
No, Peterson,
I think they're saying no takedown there, and
they want the takedown. I mean, it looked like Peterson had it with the neutral danger, and now Poulin's just trying to hold on, and they get a stalemate, and yeah, I don't know if that's a takedown. Well, they're going to review it. Geez, that's just not a normal thing. Troy Nickerson wants
so we have challenges happening on 3 of
3 of
6
6.
mats.
Yeah.
It's way easier to follow these 3 matches than 8
Yep.
we were watching earlier.
Yep. All right. So
Approximately 25% easier.
we've now got Bouzakis
Stay.
and Tyler Knox
Good at math.
on the mat for 133.
Yeah, not holding those dog bone because there's another.
Yeah, they wrestle the
The Consi semi or Consi quarters or whatever you want to call it.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
Bouzakis working for this takedown. He's close to it.
This is where Bouzakis thrives.
Yeah, Knox is a tricky scrambler here, though.
I just meant the
Wait.
the constellation
Consol- Consolidation?
consolidation brackets.
Wow, David Taylor getting a little floss in over there during the challenge.
He really is.
Yeah, he's got a flosser. He's just, you know what? There's never a bad time to prioritize dental health.
Couldn't have said it better. All right, Strickenberger, they're back to business. Must be some blood in Seymour Robinson.
Frost and Davis on the mat, 133 pounds. Davis looking to score.
Yeah, it was either going to be Frost or Nasir Bailey. Frost got the better of Nasir, so that ended the Little Rock All-Americans run. But you knew it was going to be somebody tough for Davis, but, you know, he's fearless. He will go at anybody on the mat, and he's got the first takedown over Frost.
Robinson with the 2-point lead over Seymour, 30 seconds to go.
By the way, your first 2 winners in the blood round were the 1 and 2 seeds at the 125 weight. Luke Lilidol.
Crazy.
Matt Ramos.
Yeah, he beat Nicolas Rivera, and Matt Ramos beat Trevor Anderson. So good performance from those guys. curious what's going to happen with this Steve-O, Dean Peterson match, and Strickenberger trailing by a point.
Robinson doing enough. Oh, yeah, ran out of room there. Good counter from Seymour. But it looks like it's going to be Vincent Robinson, the freshman, redshirt freshman. Just needs to hold on for his 2-point lead for another few seconds. He's going to run around the mat.
He's not afraid to just run circles.
Yeah, I mean, that's, you're not supposed to do that.
Oh, he threw his take. Gosh dang it.
I hope they don't take that point. He threw it even worse last night. So if they didn't take the, you're not allowed to do that.
I think they're upset because look at Pat. Look at Papa Lizzie. He was like, come on.
No.
Come on. He's just giving it to
Pat's
me.
probably like, he threw it worse last night. Yeah. And then they take another team point away. Man, that's big time. That is big time.
Vince Robinson.
And, for NC State, they graduated Trent Hidley last year. He was kind of that pillar in the program. They have obviously a ton of tough guys, but having the next big star, the next guy you can kind of hang your hat on, it could be Vincent Robinson moving forward.
Yeah.
Good for that.
Seymour gets the winner of, Jet and Caleb Smith here.
Ventresca back in on a shot in overtime against Spratley. And Ventresca has really been the one initiating the offense throughout the match.
Yeah, can he climb up? He's shallow on that leg, below the knee.
Could we see an all ACC final at 125 pounds?
Man, that'd be something, huh?
That'd be good for the old Atlantic coast. Both those teams are Eastern, This is not the Stanford coast.
Yeah. Caleb Smith. Wow, it's 8-8 over there for
Strickenberger
Strickenberger.
trying to escape. He's got 10 seconds. Caleb Smith on a leg. They called locked hands.
Did they?
I think they did. Could this be the first Husker loss since like the first round or second round or something?
What are we looking at riding time-wise here for Smith and Strickenberger? 57 seconds for Caleb Smith. So, man, this is really significant.
But they did call locked hands. So now he definitely needs the ride out. Now Troy 5-4. They gave Poulin a takedown? But Nickerson still wants more information here, so I'm not sure what he's mad about if he got the takedown. They put 46 seconds up on the clock? Man, Peterson, Poulin, wild one.
Yeah.
Spratley, Ventresca, going into rideouts, right?
Yep, going to
no
rideouts.
Tiebreaker.
Ventresca looks big, or looking strong, but I don't know who this favors.
I swear, every time I look up at Bouzakis and Knox, they are just like having a far ankle scramble. Like, is it been going on for 4 minutes, or is it just happening over and over again?
Yeah, absolutely
So,
crazy.
Bray, you said you had 0 for 4 for the semifinalists?
At 133?
Yeah, 125.
At
Oh, quickly!
let me look.
Ventresca out.
You gotta keep wrestling.
Maybe 5 seconds.
Good Spratley. See, this is you get out so quick, and then you allow a
Oh my God,
reattack.
Spratley's gonna get a takedown.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, no significant offense for so much of this match.
He's
And
gonna
now
win. Spratley.
He's got to go to the next 30 seconds.
Oh,
and,
sorry.
then he'll take
I see the
neutral.
time ticking.
Yeah.
I got ahead of myself.
He'll take neutral. Or, take bottom. Make him cut you.
Yeah. Of course. Good. Knock my water down.
Yeah, after Spratley, Ventresca, they're still figuring out Peterson, Poulin.
Yeah, and now they're going to overtime for Caleb Smith-Strickenberger. Dude, this round is nuts, just like we told you.
But yeah, you went 0 for 4. I went 1 for 4. I had Vincent Robinson, but then my finalists were Luke and
Yeah, I went out
so-
on a limb in that one, and I picked returning NCAA champion Richard Figueroa, but he's out of the tournament, so
Yeah.
turned out that was a bad move.
All right, so Ventresca needs a takedown and ride out in the next 20
Spratley
seconds.
can give up like 6 stallings.
Yeah, first one there. Spratley stalling, but staying close to the center.
Being
Circling.
smart about it.
Yeah.
Tactical
Yeah.
about it. Like, give up another point or two.
I feel like if you wanted to,
And I think maybe there was a point. I thought I saw Fisk go up, but maybe not.
it's immaterial.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, 3 head okay. He
Troy
get the fist bump. I
Spratley.
thought he was gonna.
Troy Spratley, Vincent Robinson, NCAA final.
Who would have picked that?
Crazy enough match that, you know what? Crazy enough weight class that is that, can't be too surprised with anything. All right, well, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, maybe we'll have some resolution here at 125 blood round, but we'll be back and we'll see you guys soon.
We're back.
We're back, baby.
And we got more celebrated dog bone configuration. They're holding the semis so that they can pay the bills over at ESPN. Those Consi mats are going to continue to roll, though. They're not stopping because there's another round of consolations after this, or the consolidation rounds, as some people like to call them. The outcome.
Maybe you call the next one the consolidation round, because if you lose, you go for 7th. Mm-hmm. And you're done wrestling.
Yeah, we could do that.
Caleb Smith on the back on the podium, right? He's placed, right?
Yeah, he's definitely a placer before. Steve O'Pullen on the podium for the first time takes out Dean Peterson, and a real heartbreaker for Rutgers fans because they have they have 3 guys on the in the round of 12, and they're all going to be tough bouts. Now Van D trying to go, he's got Reaney in trouble, and the Huskers are going to put potentially 9 on the podium.
Man. Good for
Everything
them.
coming up Cornhuskers.
Yeah, it's a good time to be a Huskers fan.
Yeah, 3-0. Van D leads Reaney. Bouzakis and Knox have been in like 100 scrambles. They have not stopped scrambling. It's 4-0 Tyler Knox over Nick Bouzakis.
Yeah.
And at this point, it's a race for second.
Yeah.
Oklahoma State was 70, Nebraska was 69. Iowa, I don't think so. They're at 42 in 4th place.
And they're missing. They've only got 5 guys left.
Nebraska with an opportunity to make up some ground here at 133. Oklahoma State, nobody left. Well, they actually didn't have a qualifier at all. And Jacob Van D leading right now against Reaney and favored.
That's to get into the top 8, so he'll score some placement points to go along with his half advancement point, and then any more bonus he scores.
Yeah.
Evan Frost and Davis. Frost trying to get a takedown. Oh, they rule out of bounds. And Iowa State is mad.
Oh, they're challenging.
Good. More challenge is what we need. Brent Metcalf. What do you do there when they say, like, do you just put the... They said no takedown because they went out of bounds, but
Yeah.
they're challenging. And what if, okay, you're right, he was in bounds. But do they go back in that situation, like in jiu-jitsu, where they go, okay, get your arm around here? And
I don't think so.
No.
So what? You win the challenge, you're right. They stayed in bounds. You're still restarting in neutral.
Yeah. Unless they're saying there was a takedown that happened in bounds. That's probably what they're challenging.
Yeah, but if they didn't rule a takedown.
Yeah, but that's why you challenge, because you think that what they ruled was incorrect.
Sure. I mean, I guess I'm assuming that they were challenging the out of bounds. I didn't think they were close to a takedown.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they would challenge a no take, just whether or not somebody was in bounds.
I wouldn't put anything past what coaches might challenge.
Okay. By the way, Knox got it done at 133 over Bouzakis. He's going to advance 5-0 in that one. So your All-American round result at 125 pounds. Steve O'Pullen
He's in.
beat Dean Peterson.
It's the mullet.
Yep. It's the Mohawk.
Excuse me.
Yeah. 2 incredible hairstyles. You don't want to
We'll
confuse.
start with M, and both are long in the back.
That's-
short on the sides, but you're right.
You want a mullet hawk is what you need.
Luke Lillidahl beat Nicola Rivera. Matt Ramos over Trevor Anderson. Caleb Smith over Jet Strickenberger. So those are your All-Americans at 125 pounds.
Shawver McGonigal is a really interesting blood round match. Rutgers trying to get somebody on the podium. Olivieri in the at 141 is going to have a tough one. McGonigal, Lehigh man, qualified for 2 NCAAs up at down at 130. No, up at 141. Excuse me. Trying to start at 133. Ryan Crookham established himself last year. McGonigal transfers to Virginia Tech. Now one last shot at All-American status, but it has to go through an All-American from Ohio, Dylan Shawver for Rutgers.
Fugit.
Ayala.
Oh my gosh, trying to score. Y'all.
He's in deep. Man, he's close.
Oh,
No,
toes
no.
just slipped out of bounds.
Man, that was crazy.
Crazy pin in the quarterfinals.
So they did not. So they definitely
No
ruled
takedown.
no takedown. It's 4-1. Frost trying to get the upper hand on Braden Davis. Van D now leads 7-0 on Reaney. So stalling on Davis, but it won't matter. Braden Davis is an All-American after missing the podium last year from the number 1
He
seed.
threw his headgear.
I think it's usually the underhand toss. They'll kind of.
They could throw
Yeah.
headgear 10 times every match.
Yeah.
Probably be okay.
Yeah.
Maybe not every match, but
There it is. So Penn State guaranteed 9 All-Americans, and Kasak, the one left. He was the 1 seed, so you would
Seems
lean
like he's gonna-
towards him getting it done.
Kasak will have. Well, we don't know. Where is Kasak?
Kasak
no,
has
we know
Jude
what Kasak
Swisher.
has, right?
He has
Oh yes,
Jude
yes,
Swisher.
yes. I'm missing. I see him now.
Right.
get
Jude's
mine?
got the home mat advantage.
He does. He has been wrestling with that home mat advantage all week. He's actually, man, he's wrestled super, super well. Beat, who did he beat? 6th seed.
Downey.
Yeah,
UNI,
Ryder Downey.
4-2 had the only takedown. Romney trying to get a run going. He had a great CKLV, won that tournament. Took some losses along the way since then, but semifinalist. Lucas Bird, the 1 seed. Still no scores. Both semifinal bouts have about 30 seconds left.
Composto up 4-0 in the second, trying to become an All-American for the second time.
Oh, Uncle Hefe wants us to give props to Michigan's trainer. It is a
Skullet?
skullet
That
extraordinaire.
Skullet is something, man. It is one of a kind.
We will give props where they are due, and that's one place where props given. Raise the roof.
Jacko, no tobacco. These guys are so dense. Don't know a mullet from a mohawk. Well, there's a difference.
Well, we
between...
called it out, my friend.
Yeah, I know the difference.
Right.
I just said the
Misspoke.
wrong
They
thing.
just misspoke. You know what? And the good news is the first time that any of us has misspoken this entire watch party.
Yes.
And we've been,
Saying the wrong stuff the whole time.
yeah, we've been doing that a little bit. All right.
We're
McGonigal
glad
in
you
good
guys are
shape.
here,
Yeah,
giving
we are.
us the business.
He was
Continue to, please.
giving us the business.
I'm all about the business.
Yeah.
All right, so still no score, Lucas Bird.
Who
Oh,
took-
now there's a point for the escape for
Okay,
Lucas
he
Bird.
took neutral, but Bird got an escape probably in the first 5 seconds.
Yep, Drake Ayala looking for an escape, and he's out in 7 seconds over there on mat 4.
So they're just going to mirror each other. McGonigal got the takedown over Shawver. 3-0 in the second. I don't know who picked neutral. I feel like McGonigal's
Van
pretty
D
tough
in
on
really
top.
good shape here with 30 seconds left. He's up 7-0 on Reaney.
How about this? Fugit and Ayala wrestled. You want to guess what the score was and who won? But you just look, so don't tell me.
I'm going to guess Ayala won 7-2.
21-6. We call
Okay.
that a tech fall.
Okay, that's a tech ball, buddy.
So Fugit just had one hell of an NCAA tournament. Like,
Yeah, he is. Nixon, Missouri. Stand up.
I'm not Nixon, but I am Missouri.
Sergio Lemley leading 3-1. I think, did he fall in the blood round last year?
Who's that?
Sergio Lemley?
I will tell you.
He had a good season, and now looking to get it done from the 14 seed. You have to get past Jacob Frost. Man, what a brutal time to be a Frost Brothers fan. They're both wrestling in the blood round back to back. Jacob obviously hasn't lost yet. He's only trailing 3-1 in the first period, but his brother just lost in the blood round right before him on the same mat. It's kind of an odd, probably
Yeah.
a little eerie.
Lemley lost in the round of 24 to Cale Happel.
Ah, okay.
But he was the 8th seed and won his first bout.
When I was in 8th grade, my one brother was a freshman, my one brother was a senior, and they were both wrestling at the and I was the video guy, right? I would videotape from the stands, and they were wrestling on side. They were in the center mat. There were 6, right, side by side, and the senior lost and the freshman won, and I would just had to record while my one brother
Yeah.
fulfilled a dream. The other brother, who had placed in state previously, went out on the wrong end.
Yeah, that's bad feeling.
My older
wait.
brothers, they wanted. They said the perfect postseason is in districts in New Jersey. Top 3 go on, so they're like 4th is the best because you win one match, you get to wrestle in the second round with everybody else, but you don't have to wrestle anymore.
Okay.
They were always ready for the season to be over. They were football players.
Okay. Well,
So that was, you got to do, in our house, you have to do a sport every season. So fall, winter, and spring. And
what was the spring sport?
my oldest brother played lacrosse, and me and my other brother did track and field.
There you go.
Like track or field? You seem like a field guy.
I'm a field guy. we were both field guy.
Are you shot put?
Javelin and discus.
You guys had javelin?
Yeah, everybody
That's a
had
dangerous.
javelin.
Not in Missouri. I don't think we have javelin.
By the way, Sergio
that-
Lemley now up 6-2 over there.
The real dangerous
Enough with
one.
the brother talk.
Yeah.
Pole vault. That's the dangerous one.
Lucas Bird trying to go to work on top.
He's got a good ride. Now, here's the thing we were talking about, not reseeding like the lower end of the bracket. Lemley last year was the 8th seed, lost a very close bout to Hardy, or not close, but he lost to Hardy in the second round. That's 9/8, so whatever, you're 8 or 9. But then he gets Cale Happel, who got upset in the first round. So you got number 7 in the wrestlebacks. You're the 8th seed, and you you lose to 9 and 7 in your tournament. You go 1 and 2. It looks like a big letdown, but that's within the margins.
Yeah. So
And Lucas Bird's slapping on a tough ride here over Romney.
59 seconds of riding time so far for Lucas Bird with 55 seconds to go. So
55 burgers, 55 fries, 59 seconds of riding time.
looking like he's going to lock that in. It's just a matter of whether or not Romney will get out at all. If Romney gets out, obviously the takedown would give him the win. But
David, we were busy with the brother talk. Do you know what's going on with Ayala Fugit?
the challenge, I'm not sure what the challenge is here.
The challenge is that
coaches
they keep
are
pausing these bouts.
The
and
Iowa
not giving
coaches
us
are
action.
challenging that Drake scored.
Okay.
Okay.
So they think it was he must have gotten away in the second. They think it was a takedown.
Yep.
Third period, Connor McGonigal is 45 seconds away from All-Americaning for the first time. He's backing out of bounds to avoid an inside trip. Probably going to get dinged for stalling there.
By the way, we got now a new match on the mat. Ethan Styles and Malik Hines and CJ Composto, who was on the mat before that. Now a 2-time All-American for the Penn Quakers.
Oh, yeah. Westfield, New Jersey. Now there's a
Lucas
danger.
Bird pumping the fist with 7 seconds to go.
Oh, that's Big Brother right out.
Yeah.
Lucas Bird, good for my bracket. I picked him to make the finals.
They did give that takedown to Ayala after further review, and so it's looking like a rematch of the Big Ten Finals. And now Ayala, man, nice little.
Anybody that had Ayala in their
Least
lineup
half,
legends?
Phil?
Yeah, you know who had Ayala in the lineup legends? Nikki. So
Producer Nikki. Everything's coming up houseboat.
we got to ring the bell.
We got
And
2
McGonigal doesn't want anything to do with what Shaver's throwing at him right now. He'll eat another stall, no problem. That's just kind of, if you're up by 3 with seconds to go, with 20 seconds or whatever, you're good. All right, well, Connor McGonigal, that's New Hampshire.
Yeah.
Stand up. And then I think he started in Maine, according
Yeah,
to...
trained at Smitty's Barn, Smitty's Wrestling Barn.
Yeah.
Yeah. And McGonigal, the Lehigh transfer, now an All-American, always knew he was good enough.
Styles.
Oh, Styles looking for a pin here with Malik Hines.
You know,
He's going to get it.
Got it.
That was...
Ethan Styles.
No, that was not an upset.
That's an All-American, though.
oh, that's a bummer for Malik Hines. This is his final year trying to get on the All-American podium. But hey, Ethan Styles would not be denied. Looted.
Styles, the Nebraska transfer to Oregon State, now an All-American, and he's not celebrating that too hard.
Yeah, I guess he's got more
He's got
to
another
do.
match tonight.
That's right. 1 minute to go here for Drake Ayala and Zan Fugit.
So this is Rutgers' last chance to get to the podium. Vance Vombauer, though, very tough opponent for number 15 seed Joey Olivieri.
Oh my gosh, Coderhant. Did you see this? Trying to roll through,
Yeah,
taking
yeah.
Jameson, stepping over,
Is-
and
Almost had it.
Man.
Almost had it twice.
talk about committing to that move. Oh, wow.
You know,
Goodness.
cement job, Coderhant. Let's see where he's from.
He's from Illinois.
So he probably calls it a cow catcher.
He may call it a cow catcher.
Coderhant, what's your price for flight?
Yeah, we're going to see what happens here. 6-1, Ayala in the lead.
Jacob
gonna be
Frost
it.
coming back on Lemley. You were ready to sell those Frost brothers out.
I shouldn't have.
You said Metairie, Louisiana. There's no way good wrestlers come from there.
That is not what I said. Drake Ayala gets the win. So
Rubber match.
Yeah, we'll go to we've got the rubber match. Drake Ayala won the first time against Bird. Bird got the pin in the Big Ten Finals, and now we'll see the round 3 matchup for all the marbles. Can't wait for it. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, 141 semis and more blood round action.
Let's go.
We're back, and
We're so back.
how often, Spay, do you have 2 blood round matches happening at the same time between wrestlers who used to be teammates? Because that's what we got right now.
Yeah, now in different singlets, brother versus brother. Caleb Fish versus Chase Saldate. They used to be 57-65 battery for the Spartans. Now Fish is down to 57, wrestling for the Cowboys of Oklahoma State, and Saldate is a Wolverine. He stayed in state, even though he's from Gilroy, California.
And Sammy Alvarez and Jordan Williams both at Oklahoma State at the same time. Now, Sammy Alvarez started at NC State, then to Rutgers.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the NC State
then
stuff.
to Oklahoma State, then to Rider. Mm-hmm. Okay. Jordan Williams, Oklahoma State, now Little Rock. And here they are in the blood round.
Yeah, so Oklahoma State pedigree for a lot of people on the mat right now. At a tournament where Stevie Buchanan has already become the first person to ever All-American for 3 different schools. This is the transfer era, and the NIL era.
Mm-hmm. Welcome.
And the Coder Hunt era, because he just won over, who did he beat for Oklahoma State? Jameson.
Jameson?
Yep.
So that's good for Space Fantasy team. I also had McGonigal as my flex, and Coder Hunt the 4 seed. And Navy. And Kerry Collette has his 2nd All-American.
Good for him.
And he might get a 3rd with Danny Wask.
Yeah.
We got somebody putting a full Bitcoin on Bird.
Okay.
1 Bitcoin on Bird.
Wow.
Let's go.
All right, Spud.
Well, we're waiting for the 41 matches to start. These are going to be fire flames. How did Happel and Hardy go down? Didn't they wrestle already?
Happel and Hardy, yes, they have wrestled. I think they've wrestled many times. I think Hardy has won those matches, but I could be wrong.
Brocky, Hardy, and Happel. Wow, Brock lost to Happel in the dual meet, 7-5.
Okay.
And Dylan Happel
Oh, yeah.
lost to Brock Hardy 2-0, but that's not Cale Happel. And then last year, Happel beat him twice.
Oh, my gosh.
15-13 and in sudden victory, 11-8.
Cale Happel with his number. Okay, well.
Although the year before that, Brock Hardy beat him at CKLV 6-1 in 2022. So 2022 is the last time Brock Hardy has beaten Cale Happel.
All right.
1-3 is his record right now, but Brock Hardy is the number 1 seed, and he is the Big Ten champion.
So,
K-Webb for Illinois on the mat against G. Drex for North Dakota State. 149 blood round match.
And of course, a rematch of the NCAA Finals. Mendez and Bartlett.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's not forget that.
Let's not forget Mendez, Bartlett, round
5 or
7.
something? 7?
Yeah.
This is round 7. They're
Holy
3.
smokes.
They're 3-3.
I love this.
Yep.
Holy buckets.
Oh, you said buckets. Okay, for a second I thought.
What? Oh, this is semi, so they can't meet in the consolation round.
Oh, man. Saldate getting swipes. This would be huge.
They're both seniors, and neither of them have All-American before.
Yeah.
What kind of storyline? That's just like soap opera that you just write. Like they were both teammates.
We want it.
They got 1 year. They go to different schools.
They meet up.
They end up in the same weight class, and now here they are, 1 match away from the podium for the first time and only opportunity they'll have.
Soldate, the 23 seed.
Oh, Fish now looking to get out. And
Scramble through.
oh, they're going to call this drop down here. He's got 5 seconds to
Hang on
improve.
that leg, isn't he?
Oh, he almost lost it there.
So that'll be a stall call. Man,
Okay, Bartlett or Mendez?
Well, I picked Mendez to win.
I
so
did too.
You got Bartlett. But I love
I'll take Bartlett. Hell, I was going to take Mendez, but I'll take Bartlett. Let's go. 5
Well-
push-ups on the line, guys.
both these wrestlers.
Man,
It's so
Are
hard
we,
to.
are we doing more challenges, man?
We got to do challenge. We should do a challenge every time here.
Put 5 push-ups on the board.
Okay. Bartlett v. Mendez. And we got Bader's.
I'll take Happel also.
Oh, yeah, I guess
Let's
it's
go.
still
Why
0-0.
not? Yeah.
Okay, Bader. Bartlett. Bray, Mendez, Spey, Mendez. And now Hardy v. Happel. Bader says Happel. Bray says
I'll say Hardy.
Hardy. Spey says Hardy. So it's me and Bray teaming up against you,
All right,
Bader.
what's up?
4-4 in this Fish Saldate. Oh, and Fish in deep.
Body lock.
Man,
Do you
he
think
went-
they know? Like, they've wrestled in the room like a million times, right?
Oh, this is crazy.
They
Fish
have
trying
to.
to catch him on his back. Yeah, they've felt every one of these positions 100 times now.
Like, one of them right now is just like, all right, I got this. And the other one's thinking like, all right, I got to show him something he doesn't know.
The other weird thing about Fish, Saldate, and then Alvarez Williams being on the mat at the same time, for former teammates, none of the 4 are at the same school where they used to be teammates. They're all
Yeah.
at totally separate places.
This is 4 new schools.
This is such a wild time in NCAA wrestling.
Imagine the
It's only
collection.
getting wilder.
Imagine the collection of team issued gear
Like wild.
that collected by all 4 of those guys. They've just got like piles of it all.
Yeah, Stephen Buchanan's like, I got to change out my wardrobe like every couple of years.
Okay, Caleb Fish and also Dante trying to roll. Man, you did so familiar.
Did roll him, but didn't hold him.
And they're trying to review something. Von Bauer
Webster and
is
Drexler
up by
too.
3. Oliveri, 13 seconds to try to score 3 points from bottom.
Hardy looking for his second takedown of the match. He's
Yeah,
out
not
up
looking good
6-1.
for you, Bader.
Hardy up 6-1.
It's Hardy's season.
Happel
Right.
out, so it's now 6-2.
Oliveri not going to get it. Von Bauer moving on to the All-American round. Rough one for the Scarlet Knight fans. They're a solid team. They're just like a blood round team.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. Von Bauer now a 2-time All-American.
Fish and Saldate. It's tough.
Wow, Caleb Fish got it done in overtime, and these guys share a moment. That's the That's
cool.
the exact scenario that people talked about in the summer when they both went in the portal. Was like, man, they're gonna probably end up wrestling the blood round or something. That's what happened.
Mendez Bartlett 0-0 started the second period.
So that's another All-American for Oklahoma State, which they needed if they're gonna try to run down second place.
But Hardy can put some distance still.
Yep.
They're
Well-
tied, Oklahoma State and Nebraska.
Nebraska has just looked untouchable.
Yeah,
like,
they
in this last couple rounds.
I'd love to know if there's anything that they did in practice, or I don't know. You wonder what leads to performances, right?
Yeah.
Is it just the way things are? It's how you taper, what you say to get them motivated, in between the ears, or sometimes just dumb luck.
Yeah.
But something that Nebraska did is
Yeah.
good.
It's so hard because you really don't have that many like data points. Like in baseball, you have a whole season. You have
but one
hundreds
data
of
point every
pitches.
year.
Like you're constantly. This is like, well, we did this, but did that actually help, or was it just like, hey, the body weight fell this way, and that ended up with points, and this was called that, and next, you have no idea what helped what. I mean, you have some idea. But
I would guess Penn State has an idea of what's working every year.
Yeah.
why Jordan Williams isn't even walking?
Yeah, he's
15 seconds that he just kind of
just
sat there.
letting time tick off the clock.
And Sammy takes his headgear off with 5 seconds left.
Are you allowed to take your headgear off?
Emotional moment. He's, 6-year senior
big
at his
deal.
fourth different school. Good for Ryder that get an All-American. That is not, we talked about him in other sessions. That's a small commuter type school, enrollment driven.
And Sammy Alvarez, man, he's had a long and winding road. We talked about it, fourth school, now an All-American. So good for Sammy Alvarez.
Good for Sam. You remember how close he was to beating like RBY in 2020 Big Tens?
2020 Big Tens, right before everything shut down.
Yeah.
That was the sequence of the tournament, that crazy
They went back
flurry.
and forth, and and then RBY, two-time national champ, and Alvarez gets on the podium finally. So good for him.
Yeah.
Happel in deep on the leg, but kind of stopped.
And Hardy's so flexible. He's like,
Hardy
have this leg. I'll
Wrestling
start
to
working
that
over
position
here.
and kind of turning it into his own.
Mendez now going underneath in the third. It's 1-0 for Bartlett.
Surprise.
Yeah, no riding
It's gonna
time.
Be a 4-1 match.
Not a lot of mat wrestling with these guys. It's always like, who gets the takedown when it matters?
Yeah.
Last time it was Bartlett.
Man,
The third place match, right? At Big Tens?
Hardy, really nice ride here in this second period. And they're going to go to the third. Hardy has choice. He's going to go bottom with a 3-point lead. Looking like he may be the first NCAA finalist so far for Nebraska this year.
Now we got Kasak trying to go 10 for 10 with Penn State. Kasak's got a 3-0 lead over Jude Swisher, who is wrestling in his home city.
All right, 80 seconds left in regulation for Bartlett Mendez. Underhook for Bartlett. They've wrestled 6 times, 3 of them this year. Mendez won in the All-Star Classic. Bartlett won in the duel, and then in the Big Ten. You might think I'm going to say finals. No, the third place match at Big Tens. How crazy is that?
Before, or if there's a takedown, is it before or less than 20 seconds to go?
No, yeah, I don't think there's
I
going to
think
be.
we're going to overtime.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a shot.
This is to your point, Spade, that you always make.
If somebody is losing,
Criteria.
yeah. And then you have to pair that with either
Oh, Mendez!
He's in deep.
He's got the leg hooked. He's got the
Bartlett's
hand on the leg.
so strong.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough one to finish.
Man, people talk about Carr and Keegan. Like, this is going to be turning into an all-time.
Yeah,
Crazy. Oh,
yeah.
man, 20
College rivalry.
seconds. Mendez is improving a little bit. He's going backwards, now
He's got
forward.
that leg shelved.
He's at it.
Oh!
Does he?
Very close.
Did he? No.
And now with the leg in, and this is kind of similar to the position Bartlett had Mendez in last year. Now
Yeah,
Mendez
4
drops to the
seconds.
double. Oh,
Oh,
man.
we're going to overtime. Did he get it?
Oh!
Overtime.
I would throw the brick. I thought he
They
had
did.
it there.
They did throw the brick.
Yeah, there's no way Tom Ryan's going to
Coach
leave
Spade.
any bricks unthrown.
Man, I think if they're going to,
They got to go back though to the.
But the reaction time is up to the interpretation of the officials, so
Yes.
it's going to be tough.
Oh my gosh.
What is reaction time? Well, it's the amount of time it takes for someone to react. Thank you, rule book, you useless piece of crap.
So if you're the
What kind of? That's literally. Have you seen?
Is that what it says?
That's literally what it says.
The
Kozak
amount of
found
time
it.
it takes somebody to react.
Yeah. What is the reaction time is defined as how much time the refs give.
Put your hand on a hot stove and you're like, ow!
Yeah. Congrats, you reacted. All right, Brock Hardy.
yeah, he's in the
More
finals.
push-ups for Bader. I love it.
I had Hardy in the finals, so good for me.
All Big Ten final once again.
Yeah. Happel, man, all that history between those two, and Hardy got it when it put him through to the finals.
Man, all this focus on Mendez Bartlett. Gavin Drexler right up there trying to become an All-American for Obi Blanc, up with a 4-0 lead on Cannon Webster. Probably not a lot of people picked Gavin Drexler into their top 8.
Gavin Drexler.
What are we going to say? No
Yeah,
takedown.
no takedown.
Overtime, baby.
OT. I think, who does that favor? Jesse feels like now he can finish if he has a little bit more time. I don't know.
Ignacio.
Maybe you're
They should
gonna,
throw real bricks.
Ignacio in the chat thinks they should throw real bricks to challenge. Imagine the match.
regular size
The
bricks
match
or
is
like small
the
bricks?
match just has all these like holes in it and like these
Yeah.
gashes.
Man, how about the
Or you could throw it to interrupt the sequence going on.
Man.
you get one swing of a baseball bat against your opponent.
Overtime, as we expected for Bartlett and Mendez.
But you're right, Bray. If Drexler gets on the podium, Obi Blanc deserves some sort of award.
Yeah.
I mean, there was some good talent. Roger Kish built up a nice program in a place that it's hard, a little bit more difficult than a lot of places to build up a good program. And a lot of those guys followed him to Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And Obi Blanc could be getting Drexler on. I think Bruneau is still alive too, right? At 97?
I think you're right.
They need to beat like Shane Cartagena Walsh, or maybe 84.
I don't know. We'll have to look.
Well, yeah, we'll find out soon enough. Tommy Askey, Matty Bianchi in a blood round bout. Lachlan McNeil with a 2-point lead over Cross Wasilewski. Oh, Mendez.
Spade, we should figure out who's the bloodiest team in this tournament. Who's got the most guys in this round?
How about a bloody buddy?
Have a bloody buddy.
Eminem buddy? You got all sorts of people in the chat right now.
Shooting away. What's going on in the chat, guys?
Ignacio.
Look at the names here. Joseph and Mary raised God's son Jesus.
Awesome.
Okay.
Oh, blood time, 34. We can get rideouts. Man, who does rideouts favor?
I don't know.
I wanna lean Bartlett at this point, but I don't know.
I don't think it. I
It's
don't really
whoever
think
has
it.
a better
I don't think it favors.
Friday night.
Yeah, it's just one position. It's going to be,
Who's got it?
Yeah.
Who can get a breakdown, who can get on an ankle and get a guy flat, who can get near the edge and eat a bunch of clock.
Yeah. 35 seconds left though. We could still settle it with the takedown.
Yeah, is someone gonna
Doesn't
get a
feel like
score
we're
here?
gonna.
Bartlett really hasn't let one rip.
Yeah.
Maybe
It's
he does.
still tied in overtime. Mendez and Bartlett.
Winner here gets Brock Hardy. So for those of you that aren't familiar with the NCAA rules, if they get done with this one, they're going to go to rideouts. Now we got a broken headgear.
Ooh, broken headgear. Broken
Give me a new
gavel.
one. Give me a new one. Jaggers is like this.
Yeah.
Jesse just took it off and gave it to him. Jaggers
Jay Jaggers, the
trying to
assistant
figure it
coach
out,
at
trainers.
Ohio State.
The
manager.
best headgear moment of the year, I think, was during the Oklahoma
You and
Northern
I?
Iowa duel. Yeah. One of the wrestlers,
One
one
of
of
the
the
Oklahoma
Oklahoma wrestlers' headgear he was
Same
having trouble with
situation.
it. Same situation as this. And was it
Doug.
Schwab? Yeah, Doug Schwab ran over with the headgear, gave it to the Oklahoma wrestler. It's like he's
confused.
Schwab is he's got such a presence about him that it almost feels like he's his coach. The Oklahoma athlete's like, all right, put it on for a second, and then
just takes it off.
And then they thought about it and like, wait, no, take off.
Kiss comes over.
Yeah, take that off.
Purple headgear, stop. And the UNI crowd was on their feet. It was a funny moment.
Great moment.
Hey, Swisher's in this bout with K-Sac. 4-2, third period. K-Sac's leading.
Yeah, Swisher taking ground on the edge, and this match is the match for Penn State to have 10 All-Americans.
Second time in history, right?
Yeah, the only other time were the Minnesota Gophers. What year was that, Bader?
24 years ago.
Wow, 2001.
Don't know if I believe that.
Shot K-Sac.
What is there not to believe, Spay?
That 2001 was 24 years ago? 2001 was like the future.
Yeah, that was the Space Odyssey.
Year 2000.
That was living in the millennium.
All right, there's a shot.
There was a
Bartlett.
committed attack from Bartlett, down blocked by Mendez.
That
Tight
sucks
black
having a new headgear like distracting you when you got to be at your most focused.
These are two guys that I just feel kind of that pit in my stomach when they wrestle each other.
Yeah.
It's just like,
You don't want either of them to lose, and like now it's so close. It's going to be so frustrating for either one.
yeah.
Brandon Cannon, Vinny Zerbin. That's 5 versus 7 seed in the
In the blood
in
round.
the blood round.
Yeah.
Got distracted here.
35 to go. Jude Swisher trying to take ground. These guys spent some.
out.
These guys spent some time training together at the M2 training center back in the day.
My friend Mike wants me to give a high five on camera, so this is for you, Mike.
So, Mike-
He says he's got it on the bar. I assume he means the
bar
watch
in my
party.
basement.
But if he means like the NCAAs, you're not going to be able
Bartlett
to see
looking
us.
for a return. 19 seconds left in this ride
Wow,
out period.
what if Bartlett rides him?
Yeah, then Mendez will have to ride him.
Or cut him. But
Or-
there's been no
yeah.
takedown in 8 minutes.
Or cradle him. Did you think about that? Or spladle.
Armbar, yeah, high flyer, we could headlock.
Bartlett going optional start.
What?
Is interesting.
Yeah.
Did he just lock his hands? It looked, yeah. And now he just wants to work from rear standing.
That's just a weird.
But
I think he wants him to stand so we can run him out of bounds.
Yeah.
It's an interesting tactic.
they're going to
Oh my gosh, did that just tie the match?
what?
K-Sac and Swisher? Yeah. Another stall point.
Against
But
K-Sac?
does K-Sac have riding time?
might have had riding
Yeah,
time.
he has riding time.
Okay.
Tyler K-Sac makes it 10 for 10 for Penn
Wow,
State.
history.
Unreal. Mendez trying to roll. He may get swipes here. It was close to it. And
He's out. But man, it took 26 seconds.
He's
What
gonna
do you
have to-
do?
He's got to ride. I mean,
Yeah, no takedowns, you got to ride. What if he goes like this? And he
Man.
cuts him and does the same thing.
man,
Yeah.
our producer Nikki's got a houseboat on the line here.
This is for a houseboat. A down payment is not going to.
If Mendez
Materialize
rides
on
here,
its
he's
own.
the biggest dog ever.
Yeah. And trying to keep his foot in bounds, wasn't able to do it.
He's got to do that set like 3 more times.
Yeah, 7 seconds gone by. 23 to go. Mendez needs to ride for at least.
Caution who? Caution who? Nobody.
Yeah. Oh, I'll take that one. That's me. I'll take
The
that.
referee.
Yeah.
Mendez needs to ride for like 19 of these seconds at least. Bartlett to his feet. Mendez
Got a
trying
tough lock. Tough lock.
Bartlett. Oh, he stayed in bounds.
Oh, and he circled in. I don't know if that
I
was.
wonder if he was putting his hands on the ground.
Mendez trying.
trying
Oh,
to-
Bartlett kept a hand in.
Now they
Bro,
call.
9
Whoa!
seconds. This is crazy.
Is Mendez gonna get it?
Man,
9
this is
seconds
insane.
is. It's still. He could be out in 3.
Yeah, it could be 6.
Man,
Oh.
this is crazy. Bartlett up. He rolls.
Crazy
Mendez
roll.
falls.
Yeah, he's on
Mendez
the
on the
leg.
leg.
He can hold. He
Holy
can hold.
smokes.
Drop
he can
down.
drop down.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
Oh, Jesse
my gosh,
Mendez.
Jesse Mendez is a dog. Nikki's back there
We
yelling
gotta-
his face. Was that on your team, Nikki?
Yeah, that's on Nikki's team.
Man.
Wow. That is crazy.
He just said he is a dog.
He's a dog.
Wait, look, I got the x-rays. They
Junkyard
came
dog.
back. It is not a HIPAA violation. He said I could share it. He's got that dog in him.
He's got a dog right in his, kind of near his esophagus.
3 of them, bulldogs, and they're just
Jesse
crammed in
Mendes.
there.
Wow. Unreal.
After
Holy
losing the
shit.
last 2 times.
Man, that's crazy. And
That's his, look at his dad.
Hector,
He's
his dad.
fired
Hector.
up.
Nick Feldman's mom over there, she's fired up. Man, look at that. This is crazy.
Look at the cut across his, or it's whatever nail.
Oh,
but-
yeah,
wanna
these guys
know-
are going to come
Scrape.
out of here
We'll call
just
it a scrape.
I want to know what Jesse
gladiated
Mendes
up.
is saying right here. Are you a lip reader, Bader?
I got that dog in me. I was down. I had 30 seconds to go. I knew I could do it. It wasn't going to be easy. He got up to his feet 3 times. What's up, Quinn?
That's good. Hey, man, let's take a break, calm down a little bit. Let's come back for 149
all right,
semifinals.
I'll tell you the rest of them later. Welcome back to the NCAA semifinals. We got Spay,
Thank you, Bader.
and me.
Yeah.
And
We're
you.
here. How about Jesse Mendes?
Dude.
You, me, them, and and then what do we got here? We got a new
James
Ohio
Brown.
State, a new prop,
We got James Brown in the mix.
courtesy of the Purple Bee, which
I think
is
it's James Mendes.
Yeah.
James Mendes.
Yeah.
No, it's Jesse Brown.
Oh, whatever you want.
There we go.
That's twice the water.
We're at the Purple Bee in the hills of Austin. We're not at the Flow HQ, but we are sponsored by Cliff Keen, which are bringing all of our coverage from us to you, as you can see from all this
Including
great
our
gear in the background.
James Brown's outfit here. His
Yeah.
headgear. Yeah.
And after that,
Actually, in his vest. I think his vest is a Cliff Keen vest.
Might be.
Mendez Bartlett, they never make it easy on people watching.
No.
So
Oh,
we had to.
goodness. That wasn't like, well, maybe last year's finals was the craziest, but this rivals that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a great rivalry too. We had to fill up our Purple Bee mugs with some beverages to take the edge off.
You guys didn't know it.
Well, there's your mug. Well, I don't know what you were doing during the break.
You do know what I was doing. I had a restroom break.
Restroom break. Coming up next, they're about to. Well, they're pacing on the mat. So, okay, ESPN's back from commercial. We got Ridge Lovett and Shane Van Ness. Another huge one. Nebraska trying to just go undefeated forever after the first couple losses. And Dylan D'Amelio, Caleb Henson.
Oh my gosh. Are you looking at this Ramirez match here? It's 7-2 Garvin and Ramirez
my
took it to
gosh!
his back.
Feet to back!
Ramirez has not been an All-American yet. This is his final
He's
attempt.
been round of 12 3 times. He's not going to pull a George DeCam and go round of 12, round of 12, round of 12 finals, but making the podium is going to feel pretty good.
Yes.
But he's got to get by Garvin first. He's leading, but no lead is safe with Hunter Garvin on the mat.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
another wild man.
Both of these guys are nuts.
Still nuts.
Okay, what do we got here? Takedown.
D'Amelio right after
Nope,
Henson. Nothing yet, though. Had that whizzer flipped D'Amelio, which is, by the way, we're not doing play-by-play. I'm telling you facts.
Yeah. So there's a takedown for Ridge Lovett. These guys have history in this sport. Ridge
They
Lovett
do
up-
have a history of the sport.
Ridge Lovett up 3-0, and he got the big win this year over Van Ness in the dual meet.
Thank you, sir.
Ridge Lovett, your Big Ten champ this year.
Ridge out of Idaho. He's putting Idaho on the map. It's always cool when guys from non-traditional states do well. Owen Treffen from South Carolina. Mm-hmm. The last South Carolinian All-American's probably T.J. Dudley, right? Had to have been.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now Ridge is going to get some swipes.
Dude, Ridge is locked in.
Yo, Ridge is winning this thing. I hope. I don't know if you guys saw on our social media, but the GOAT, Gary Abbott, USA Wrestling media legend, literal Hall of Famer, was
30 plus years.
Yeah, I mean he's been there forever. If you got any wrestling information in the last 30 years, some of it probably came from Gary Abbott. But ask Ridge, hey, why do you think some people are counting you out, not giving you enough credit? And he's standing next to CP, and Ridge, you can see in Gary's camera, immediately turns and goes to CP, goes, you guys, maybe?
Love it.
We've been on Love It since he was in high school.
Yeah.
He's just a really confident guy, like all these wrestlers are, and they're like, how could you pick against me? I'm going to beat everybody. But, there's a lot of guys out there. You can't pick them all.
That's true. Yeah.
Got to catch them
I like
all.
the guys who take you picking against them as being slighted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, Lovett looking for more near fall, and
And now it's 11-10 in the third, Ramirez Garvin. There's too much going on. This is the 6-ring circus we're talking about.
yeah, this is incredible. This is a 6-ring dog bone.
Bear Claw, hey, on the bench for 5 years, basically, transfers to Utah Valley, All-American. Nick Hamilton is who we beat.
Bear Claw, in that same kind of situation as Connor McGonigal, transferred to get in the lineup, now an All-American.
Yep.
Gotta love it.
Gotta Ridge love it. Cam Steed, Bo Mantanona, that's the future of 65 right there. Both those guys underclassmen, right?
I think Steed a sophomore, but first year as a starter, and Mantanona a freshman.
Still 0-0, 30 seconds left in the first period. D'Amelio Henson. We got the tiles up. And you got your pals, Bryce Bay and Bader.
That's right.
I wish we had Raider here so we could complete the rhymes.
Yeah.
Bader Raider, Spain Bray.
Yeah, if you want to work at Flow, you better find someone whose name rhymes with yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the real trick.
Maybe
And
somebody
Ridge is just locked in. I've never seen Van Ness.
literally and figuratively.
Yeah.
By the way, we mentioned.
Oh, he went right into a cradle.
Oh my
More
gosh.
swipes.
He had the leg, and he was trying to take him over. He
Didn't he
freaking
tech
locked up a cradle.
he tech him last time?
He's gonna pin him.
No,
Maybe
it's
not.
7 seconds left. I don't think he's gonna pin. Oh my gosh.
That'd be funny if he did.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna pin him when he had that far side cradle locked up.
Yo, 10-0, that's how Spencer would like go out against like, mid-level guys, like not all-American level guys.
Even All-American level guys.
Yeah, and then sometimes all-American level guys. 10-0 first period was like, oh, that's the Spencer period. Spencer first.
Yeah. Yeah, that was with a like
Spencer.
2-point takedown and
Yeah. Takedown and then 4 and then 4.
What year did they change to 4 near fall? Did he have it the whole time in his career?
They had it for a while.
I don't think so. Was
Yeah.
it 2, 3?
I feel like it's been a while. It's been a while. Top first. D'Amelio trying to get out. Henson, he's got some Georgia Bulldog in him. He's got to work. Ooh. Nice scramble. Ooh.
Cam Amin.
The door's wide open, Nick.
Cam
Nick, our
Amin.
producer, is talking to us in our earpiece and through the door.
Cam Amin with the complete second period ride out.
2015, 2016 season says,
Yeah, been a while.
Okay.
gosh, 10 years?
I know.
9 years?
I know. That doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
All right, so
Van Ness chipping
think
away,
that's
gets a takedown.
yeah.
Let's Ridge out base. It doesn't do much to hold him down. And then, what do you think about that move? Ridge does the kick out the leg, shake it out. That gives you a little extra time.
Yeah, it also makes the guy standing behind you kind of like
Scoop
has
back?
to watch out.
Yeah, like, hey, quit it.
Yeah.
Like a horse that's like
It's
Yeah.
like wrestlers compete in all these little areas.
the fight within the fight.
They're taking ground and okay, is that another takedown? And he's got the leg split. Oh man, that left knee is bent up.
Ew.
Keep that knee bent, turn the hips. Hey, let it go. Oh, no, he's
No,
still
he's
got
holding
it.
it.
Yeah.
It's Ridge is keeping his own, is basically keeping a pin there too by reaching back.
Man, that is not comfortable in there.
No. So
And now he's got his knee back. So
Van Ness is saying like, all right, I'll spot you 10, but this ain't over.
6-12, 43 seconds to go. And man, remember when Shane Van Ness had to come way back against Ethan Miller?
Yeah.
At NCAA's his freshman year. He's capable of these comebacks.
Dylan D'Amelio leading by 1 with 4 seconds to go in the second
Yeah,
second period.
I think it was
Yeah.
reversal escape.
Yep, reversal escape. But man, imagine if the Buckeyes get D'Amelio into the finals. That would be huge for them.
Wrestling above their seats in a few of these spots. Had shoemate in the quarters.
Man, Cam Amin had that complete second period ride out. And now Braden Scholes has ridden for 59 seconds.
Dual rideouts, 0-0 after 7 minutes. Nope.
All right, so Amin gets the point, and Scholes drives him out of bounds. Did he call? No stall call
But
there.
he got riding time under a minute. Was
So
that-
riding time's under a minute. So Amin does lead though, 1-0, just outright. Oh my gosh, Steed trying to go big against Bowman. Oh, Manzanone steps over. This is crazy.
yeah, it's
Yellow
popping
on yellow
off.
crime here. Oh, and
Great.
no, time runs out.
Yeah,
Time
time
runs
runs
Going to
out.
overtime.
Man, what a way with overtime. Or, like in the final seconds, it's like one slip up and that's it. We're going to get a review.
13-6. Ridge Lovett leads Shane Van Ness. Van Ness trying to push here with 1:45 to go in the third period.
Oh, Henson just gutting up. He said I would not be denied that takedown.
Yeah, that's huge for Nikki, our producer.
Yeah, Henson.
We're ready.
Yeah, Ridge, he got hit with a stall. He's got 80 seconds. What happened with Julian Ramirez?
I think Garvin got him.
Garvin got him? Sam
so.
Goody got him?
That's what I saw in the chat. I'm refreshing my my results here. Hunter Garvin got him 16-12.
Right at 12, 4 years in a row?
Man,
Oh!
that hurts. That hurts.
4 blood rounds.
We're gonna need one of the guys in the chat to pour one out.
Pour a whole thing. Pour it all out.
Pour a bottle of Cavassier down the drain.
Dang.
I don't know. Go do that.
You can't
I've never had Cavassier, so I don't know.
go around at 12 4 times. They should have a rule.
Did Philippi do that? Mickey
I
Philippi?
only know about Cavassier because of the ladies' man. From
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Cavassier, yeah.
Yeah, my other hobbies are tennis and
Cavassier.
yeah.
My debit card.
13-7. So Riz just has to kind of like survive here. I'm gonna look up Mickey Philippi because I think you're right.
I think so too.
It should still be a rule.
Did he have a 5th chance at it?
Well, he lost one because of COVID,
Oh, he did.
and then he come back for 21 though.
Yeah.
So it all evened out. He had 4 shots, I believe.
Van
Wait, if he
Ness.
wrestled in 21, how come
Van
he
Ness
did-
going to need to find his way to feet to back here. 12 seconds
I don't
left.
think it's gonna happen.
No. So Penn State fans probably not accustomed to seeing this many losses from their guys, but they should still feel good that they got 10 All-Americans that are going to set a record. Nebraska train, go Skurs. But what do we got here for Philippi? Yeah, 19 blood round, 20. He was 25-1. He was a real high seed. No 20 tournament. Then blood round.
Caleb Henson back to the NCAA finals. He wins at 6-2.
So I picked Hardy.
Henson, love it.
Hardy Mendez final, picked it. Henson Levitt final, also picked it. No big deal, guys.
Man, overtime, Cam Amin just went feet to back over there to punch his ticket to the All-American. And, you know,
Amin's back.
He'd been an All-American, but then wasn't last year. Was around to 12, and now here he is.
Well, let's see. Is Steed going to get this and send Mantanona? Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Steed just got it in overtime.
Cam Steed gets it. All right, let's take a quick break and come back for more of the best round of wrestling all year.
Yes.
And we're ready to rock. We're back.
We're ready to roll.
Time to rock and roll. We got 157 semifinals coming up. Meanwhile, blood round action. What's up?
A 20 seed versus an 8 seed in the semifinals.
Man.
Yeah.
157 pounds.
Chumley versus Blaze. Who called it?
No, you did not call
What?
that. Also,
No,
we
I
got-
didn't.
We got Luca Augustine just took down Patrick Kennedy
Ooh.
up there in the blood round. Augustine, the 15 seed, Kennedy, the 11.
You and me both picked PK for what? Fourth?
Fourth place.
Mm-hmm.
We both did.
And he's got plenty of time, but that's good for Luca Augustine of Waynesburg, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Not far from Pittsburgh, the 11 guy. Danny Wask, Nick Incontreras. So Coderhan already punched through to the All-American round for the middies. Danny Wask trying to join him. I don't think we're going to get, definitely no Air Force All-Americans. I think Army's all eliminated too, unless Dalton Harkins is lurking somewhere.
Yeah.
But we do have one troop that's going to be representing the American military-industrial complex in the podium.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, maybe two.
Potentially two.
And also, I mean, we've got some other servicemen in there.
We have
Wyatt
other...
Hendrickson.
Yep.
Actually, all heavyweights. A lot of heavyweights.
Treffin and Trumbull are both
Yeah.
officers after completing ROTC or potentially commissioned officers, I guess. I don't know the exact status. Now Wask is up 4-3. Wask is a Blair man out of New Jersey, and I believe Nick Incontreras is also New Jerseyan. A lot of New Jersey guys go to the Ivies, not uncommon. Oh, how did Simon Ruiz end up?
Oh, yeah. Let me look. I'm going to tell you
Let's
how.
take a gander into the results.
Simon Ruiz won over Lenny Pinto, 2-1.
Wow, so that's a rare Nebraska loss on day 2 of the NCAAs.
Yeah. And Nebraska, speaking of them, they have their third of 4 semifinalists coming up in Antrell Taylor. He'll have a tough match against Meyer Shapiro.
Things are looking up for Space Fantasy Team. I gotta say.
Yeah, I haven't really been thinking about my fantasy team. I'd like
Nobody
to.
cares about fantasy. Guys.
I'd like
The
to think
only
about it.
well, I had a couple letdowns. Braxton Brown, my Texan Terp, and then Pinero Johnson just didn't look like Pinero kind of all season long.
So through 165, I've got 5 All-Americans, 1 finalist. Well, I don't know about 165. Through 149, I guess, because we don't know about 57 or 65. I could end up with 3 finalists by the end of 65, Spay.
Yeah, good. Let's see how that goes for you.
You know who?
Danny Wask is in. Kerry Kolat, 2 All-Americans.
Spay, you know how I have at 157 in my fantasy team?
What do you have?
Joey Blaze.
Hey,
He did pretty well.
Blaze that.
He's doing pretty well.
I guess we're still waiting for ESPN to move along.
Yeah,
their,
you can
commercial break.
see they're showing a bridge right now.
Dude, we had some bridge talk earlier, and now
But this bridge is way cooler than our
Well, there's
bridge.
big bridges and
The bridge
Fit-
we were looking at earlier today kind of sucked compared to that.
beautiful bridge. I don't know what bridge that was, but there's a bunch that cross the Delaware.
I heard Spade had a really good bridge, like on the wrestling mat.
Yeah?
Yeah, were you the bridge one of your
I would
specialties?
first of all, I would never go to my back, just ever. And then when I did,
I heard you had a really good bridge.
when I did, I would just get pinned.
No, terrible bridge actually.
Yeah.
No good.
Honestly, the last match of my career in high school was like to my back, and it was like, nah, this is not. That was a give up. Oh, Trelly
Taylor.
trying to go big with Shapiro.
Yeah.
Shapiro fights out of that.
Ooh, Shapiro, look for that little go behind.
Okay. Taylor Shapiro is going to be high flying, I feel like.
Yeah,
these
this
guys
is-
are getting after it.
Singleton Wolak. What an ACC battle for an All-American spot. 14 seed and 24 seed.
As long as Shapiro
Singleton's
doesn't
winning though, 9-1.
get ahead.
Patrick Kennedy putting a pretty good ride together here in this second period.
Can Jackson Smith beat DJ Parker and become Alex Clemson's first All-American as a head coach at Maryland?
It's a good question. We're going to find out soon. All red Fishback, all red up. He's the 12 seed.
And the singlets on that mat, all red. Both of them.
True.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, gotcha. I'm right here, buddy. Whenever you need me.
0-0s in our semifinal bouts after about a minute of wrestling in each. What's up with the chat? What's popping?
Well,
As the action slows down, we look to the chat.
yeah. Little team score talk. Penn State with a big lead.
Oh, Muhammad Khabib Magomedov, spelled in Belarusian alphabet, says send Ferrari to Dagestan 2-3 years and forget.
Okay.
All right, AJ,
Yeah.
you're going to Dagestan. Pack your bags.
Do you think that's the real Kadi Magomedov? Kind of looks like it. But...
Yeah. I mean, how else can you determine besides just the fact that he spelled it the same way they
And
do
he's
it
got
in
the
his...
photo. He's got his little.
How do you find a photo of
On the internet?
It's
Magomedov?
impossible to find an Olympian on the podium photo. You just
No.
can't find it.
It
So
won't happen.
That would be great if it actually was him.
it's the real one.
You got the right one, baby.
Yeah. No score in the semifinal matches.
Baby.
Not certain what
Kennedy
they're challenging up here on
Augustine.
the Iowa match.
I think Kennedy got a nice ride in. Let's see what his riding... Oh, he's got 1 minute and 14 seconds of riding time. But he's underneath now? What happened?
Kennedy was on top in the second.
He's still the second.
Yeah, Tyler Kasak won in the congratulation round, Nikki, but that doesn't help you at all. Yeah, that doesn't help you at a houseboat. Oh man, Antrell Taylor going to the body again.
Strong wizard from Shapiro.
Shapiro can get pretty crazy upper body too.
Yeah, he doesn't have fear.
Very
He has no fear factor.
He might be, yeah, as evidenced by the helmet headgear that he has to wear.
Yeah, kind of very hedgehoggy. Mm-hmm. Especially because he's got a good, healthy set of locks up there, and they come sprouting
Hey,
forth.
you know, do one of these things?
Yeah, a little Sonic action.
Sonic 2 or maybe Sonic 3's out. Kids were just watching it.
Oh, the movie.
Movie with
Jim Carrey.
yeah.
Sonic 2 and Sonic 3, the video game, excellent for Sega
Long
Genesis.
time ago. But
To me, it was like yesterday. Augustine.
It's like 2001.
Yeah, that's still in the future. We haven't gotten there yet. All right, so Kennedy, they made it 5-2. And they're
Augustine
on their feet.
leading 5-2. Yeah.
Augustine leading. There's a point for Shapiro, the first of the match. So I picked Shapiro, but my fantasy team has Antrell Taylor, so I am conflicted. Or you could say I can't lose.
Joey Blaze up 3-1 in the second period. Man, he is gritty. Watching him at Big Tens, he's in a lot of matches that, could go either way, but he just fights every single position.
Yeah, who would have guessed if Purdue gets a finalist and it's not Matt Ramos?
Yeah.
Not many people.
But you know what? 157, we have been talking about a lot, especially towards the postseason. That weight is really wide open.
Mm-hmm. As Shapiro gets his hands locked around a leg. He's a good finisher. Okay.
Antrell Taylor, strong, tough defense, but yeah, they were towards the edge there. Meyer bringing him back to the center and splits defense. Antrell Taylor with
Don't go to the head.
what I heard Antrell Taylor just like freak strength.
Really? Mm-hmm. Shapiro tries a limp arm. Taylor's there, but a kick
Taylor's out. Now, they don't go out of bounds, but it's like Taylor was avoiding, I don't know. I don't want to turn into one of those like, oh, they don't call stalling right. Stalling will fix it. But
But you are that guy.
I am kind of saying that, like, if you just call stalling when you're avoiding action, like your counter should be like through, around, or with wrestling.
By the way, Patrick Kennedy trailing 5-3, minute 18 to go in the third, but he is on a leg and he just earned a stall call on the edge of the mat earlier and getting closer to finishing this takedown on Luca Augustine.
Yeah, he's relentless.
This would be his first All-American honor.
He doesn't have the leg reach though to do that back trip. He needs to do a horseshoe finish or tree top it. He's got time to work here.
He's done the horseshoe finish. Remember who's number one when he wrestled Alex Facundo?
Oh yeah. Oh, he does do the trip. All right. Hey, don't listen to me. I am not a coach. Singleton. Ooh, we still got a period to wrestle, but 10-2 lead over Wolak. I think Matty Singleton's going to punch his ticket to the All-American round.
Kennedy, by the way, with riding time nearly locked. So even if Augustine gets out to tie at 6-6, there's another point that Augustine would have to deal with.
And this Shapiro ride is wild.
Yeah, I feel like Shapiro just flips and spins and jumps and
He just goes counterintuitively, but he makes it work.
Yeah.
He treats his wrestling opponents like that exercise ball.
yes.
Oh my gosh, he's gonna try to. Oh, I thought he was gonna try to
So-
return him to his back.
From a claw
Yeah,
waist.
Yeah,
Yep.
he was way too up. I think up way too high on the waist.
Man, good for Allred to get on the podium. He wins Big Tens. He beats Max Dean, and then goes round to 12 the last 2 times he wrestled. And there was the Nebraska bump down, right?
Yeah.
And then Cliff Keen and some other dual meets where they maybe didn't perform that where they wanted. It's like, well, maybe they should have been bumped and down, or maybe they would have been better moving up. And Allred was one of those.
Oh man, Chumbley, by the way, here looking. Thought he'd maybe looking for. But yeah, you're right.
It was like, man, Allred, you move better at 97. Why are you gonna go to 84? But
Take down Taylor. Antrell's up.
ho,
4-1.
And they're out of
the
bounds.
Nebraska Magic right after Allred. Shapiro can't be thinking about that takedown or what it means.
Yeah.
Again, not the coach, can't speak to what it takes mentally at this level, but
Yeah, you saw Shapiro just try to go big there, and probably not the time to do it.
yeah, and then it took him a while to compose himself. Hey, maybe that's what he needs, maybe that's his process.
Yeah.
But it's like, man, get right back in there because you don't have much time.
40 seconds. And Shapiro's out, so it's 4-2.
But now
Blaze
Taylor-
in deep on a leg here.
But Taylor knows he can stall. This is what I'm talking about. This is my gripe, my old man.
All right, Pawpaw.
Yeah, where's Batman Sucks? We have to say his name
Oh
3
my
times.
gosh,
Taylor's
Taylor
going
puts
to
him on
take
his back.
Shapiro to his back, and that's going to be it.
Antrell Taylor.
What
20
a
seconds
tournament.
to go, but this match is...
The Huskers with 3 in the finals and possibility for 4.
Yeah. So my bracket is busted, but my fantasy team is looking strong.
Who's that? James Green on the court jumping around?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's loving that coaching role.
Man, that's a huge performance for Antrell Taylor.
Trelly Taylor.
So, and Joey Blaze in here scrambling around. He's got this leg hooked with 9 seconds to go. Looking like we're going to have an 8 versus a 7 seed in the NCAA Finals at 157.
Look how Mark Manning's smile is ear to ear.
Infectious.
You love to see it.
You have probably teams a lot of years you feel this good about. Does it all come together? Not
Rarely.
often. But now it's happening for him, and it's
Yeah.
you just love to see it.
And he's been coaching for how long? And to see this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too bad that, like, in most sports, it's like everything comes together and you win a national championship. But then it's like everything comes together. This is a miracle season, and you're so far away from first.
And still not promised second, right? But
Yeah, you'll still be in a fight, but they're starting to pull away from Oklahoma State.
Joey Blaze, Antrell Taylor, NCAA final. Book it for tomorrow.
Just like I called it.
Man, unreal stuff there. Let's take a quick break. We come back. It's 165, and of course, more blood round action. We are back, and right now, Joey Novak in the lead, 8-4 over Michael Beard, and that's that'd be a big upset. It's a 15 seed against the 5. Obviously, you make it to the blood round, anything goes, but Wyoming trying to get their first All-American of the tournament.
Good for Wyoming. When Joey Volk got injured earlier in the year, it was a major blow. That was kind of like their guy, their standard bearer, and you would think their best shot for an All-American. But if Novak keeps this up, he's got one more period. Beard, you don't want to write off, but he hasn't been moving much.
Yeah.
The last couple minutes of this match. But hey, how about Jackson Smith? He's got 10 seconds, and Alex Clemson is going to get his first All-American at Maryland.
Georgia product, Jackson Smith. There you have it. He is fired up.
Yeah.
Love that.
He had an awesome pin earlier in the year. Earlier in this tournament. And there's Clemson.
You can see what it means to coach Clemson, too.
Big deal.
These head coaches, when they're taking over programs that, let's be honest, Maryland was not in a great place. They were not far removed from the Headlock Sheptalk years, but not much in the way, those early Big Ten tournaments in Clemson's first and second year, not much happening there. And now he's got an All-American, and it just shows, it takes a lot of effort, a lot of time, more so than I can really wrap my head around.
Yeah.
Having never been a head coach or anything, but it's got to feel pretty good when it pays off.
Donnell Washington right now up 3-1 over Edmund Ruth.
That would be a great. He barely got into this tournament.
Yeah.
He placed 12th or something in the Big Tens.
Yeah.
Talent was always there. He was a U20 world teamer. Ruth just trying to muscle him up, but we're still in the first, so we got some time.
Not to wrestling lad.
Boca and Brno, talking about coaches doing a good job, building back a program. Obi Blanc already has one All-American in Drexler, trying to get Aiden Brno on the podium. Chris Foca, pretty formidable opponent, though.
Yeah, Brno in deep on a shot, but against Foca, that's it's not always enough.
Yeah, you got to finish quick on that guy. He will scramble.
Novak's lead now 12-4 over Beard.
Jeez.
And by the way, we had started to talk about Patrick Kennedy earlier. He does punch through, wins that match. He's on the podium for the Hawkeyes.
Good for PK and good for our brackets.
Yeah.
You gonna pull up the team scores?
Yeah, pull them up.
You want
You want me to make them public?
It's Penn State. Guys, I know it's going to get but Penn State's up by 3
Yeah, what?
during the semifinals.
How crazy is that?
Nobody thought this was...
Time for some food poisoning in the Penn State meals. No, just kidding. Would never suggest that. But that's, yeah.
Dude, and it's...
Nobody thought this was going to be close. We were joking yesterday about
They're going to double them up. They'll never get any closer.
It'll be doubled. It'll be 50-point spread. They
It'll
won
be
by
tripled.
100 last year, and they're up by 3
Yeah, by the way,
halfway through the semis.
the 165 semi is now underway. Nebraska with their 4th semifinalist, Christopher Minto. He is unfortunately taking on Mitchell Messenbrink. And
Unfortunately for him. Yeah.
unfortunately for him. Messenbrink is so tough.
Minto somehow didn't give up the takedown or back points. Now he's giving up the takedown.
Yeah.
And Caliendo on the board first. Hall, a really fun wrestler. He's the senior for West Virginia. Really been like the face of that program. Caliendo is just a force, though. If it wasn't for Messenbrink, we'd be talking about like what a crazy point scorer Caliendo is.
Yeah.
And a heavy favorite he would be to win. But hey, there are guys.
Yeah. And you also wonder, if not for Messenbrink, would Caliendo be pushed and motivated in the same way? I mean, you got to kind of level up when you've got a guy that's that far in front of the field.
Yeah, no, that's a great point when people say, oh, if it wasn't for this guy, it wasn't for that guy. It's like, those are making those best wrestlers even better.
Dake, Burroughs, Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
You got to have them in there. Because you see it, for example, not specifics, but a state where you are not pushed, or heck, let's just say Texas. You can be a state champ, you can be the king of Texas, nobody's touching you. But if you're not challenged, you're going to get run off the mat at big national tournaments like Super 32 or whatever. So
Donnell Washington with a second takedown of the match. He's up 7-0 now.
I thought
7-1.
I thought the 22 seed was like really not appropriate for Donnell Washington. Like nothing
Too
against
high, huh?
Donnell, but Yeah, that was. He barely got in. He didn't have a great season. Talent was there, but 22 was like, where's that coming from? But hey, if you All-American for 22, I don't care what your path was. It's you had to beat some dudes.
Mm-hmm. Trying to beat an All-American from last year right now, Edmund Ruth.
Yeah, he had a great tournament. Caliendo up 9-1, got a second takedown.
Mesenbrink going to work on top. And a lot of times you see him work for a bunch of takedowns, but he's been really committed to working for a turn in this first.
And he has got two guys fighting for blood round victories. Gabe Sollers in a dogfight with Camden McDaniel. Both guys seated in the 20s. How much
All with the
Nebraska
takedown.
managed? Ooh.
That helps. It's now 9-5.
And that's in short time if he can.
He's going to hang on.
Yes, he will. Hall's savvy, man. He's an experienced dude.
He's very tough. And I believe these guys probably wrestled in Big 12s back when Caliendo was at North Dakota State.
Foco going to be an All-American.
Gets it done. Fired up. He's fired up for the Big Red.
Boca, 2-0. It's crazy. He can light up the scoreboard, and then sometimes he'll just win these. A lot of these high point scores. Sometimes they gotta eke out the wins. Sometimes too.
All right, so there's the escape for Mesenbrink. It's 5-0 in the second.
McDaniel up 4-1. How many times do you think he's been called McDaniel?
6.
A lot.
5?
I think he's been called that a lot.
Over under. Oh, we forgot to do bets.
Ben Keeter up right
I think
now
we've only
against
done one or
Dayton
two.
Pitzer.
6
And
matches.
Mesenbrink in on another shot.
what
I'm picking
Looking to
Mesenbrink.
score. Yeah, I
All
want
right.
to pick Mesenbrink.
Next-
And Caliendo.
We got to do the rest for 74s, and the rest of the way.
97 heavy. Yeah. I got you.
What happened is we did it right before Bartlett Mendez, and then we just all lost our minds.
Yeah, because that was crazy.
Yeah. Bader, you lost both those, so you were looking for another workout.
Be a third one for today.
Me and Bray are fully retired.
8-0 Mesenbrink leads.
McDaniel, you get another takedown? Nope. Stout Volker, 6-7-4, or in the blood round.
Mesenbrink looking for that turn he made. He was close to it for a second.
Bader's feeling saucy. He just texted me a message because he didn't want to say it on air.
Well, it's a bad word.
I know it's a bad word.
Mesenbrink is, this is Mesenbrink, part of Nikki's lineup legends.
Okay, well, we have to ring that bell if he wins. We're also going to ring the bell if Caliendo wins because that would be an unset.
An unset.
Sound the alarm. Unset? Did I say unset?
You did.
It would be a beautiful sunset.
It would be an unset.
What happens
sunset,
when it's
an
not a
upset.
sunset and the sun rises instead of sets? Oh, an unset.
Billy,
You know what, Spay?
Billy in the chat is very impressed with Nebraska. Anybody else?
Bill,
I am.
Billy in the chat.
I'm impressed with Nebraska.
Yeah, you can count me in.
Man, incredible performance. Always, they've always been capable of this, but you can do it and you do it are two different things.
Yeah.
Donnell Washington.
Whoa, what a finish. Good Angel Escobedo.
Man, nice sweater there too for Escobedo. I didn't notice it till now.
Beautiful sweater.
Is it a sweater jacket or just it looks like a jacket?
But like a sweater with buttons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man,
That open or-
Yo, that's his first time All-Americaning.
All-American.
Big time.
All an American.
He's an All-American.
No need to pour one out for him.
No.
Look at this path. Red shirt in 2020. That was a good year to red shirt. Qualified, did not place. Qualified, did not place. Round of 16. Didn't qualify last year.
And now an All-American.
Now an All-American.
Was he on a age level world team?
Yeah, U20s in UFA, and he was looking really
21,
good in this
yeah.
one match. Yeah, 21. and like was up a bunch, was like close to a tech, and then the guy just came back, and that's a long trip. That's not great, training conditions. And
Spay, we don't want to hear excuses. He just didn't get it done.
Hey, by
But
the
he got
way,
it done tonight.
we got it done tonight, and Keeter's up on Mr. Pitzer.
Caliendo looking for another takedown. He's up 13-7.
Mr. Iowa versus Mr. Pitzer. Shoemate Little, what's going to happen here?
Messenbrink looking for another takedown late. 47 to go.
Stout leads Volker.
2 takedowns would give Messenbrink the tech. Mento holding on to that ankle.
Man, who's going to win OW? Who's going to get the Hodge? That's what like Messenbrink and Stevenson are wrestling for now.
Yeah, I think.
And Srirachi.
Yeah, definitely got to include him.
I don't think Starachi's in the running for OW. Maybe.
But you get,
I think he
hey,
said it's
Hall
some
coming back with another.
non-dominated matches.
Yeah, that's a-
13-10.
This is a
and-
3-point match.
Yeah, Peyton Hall looking for maybe a turn, and instead he's going to cut. Man, he needs 2 takedowns here.
Yeah, those near fall in the first period for Caliendo were huge now in hindsight. I mean, hey, that credit for Hall for
Nice
being
reattack with
savvy.
Caliendo too there.
Messenbrink pumped. 13-2, major decision.
How about Minto, freshman, making it to the semifinals, making Mitchell wrestle the full 7?
How many times has Mitchell not wrestled the full 7? Or wrestled the full 7, I guess.
Not more than, I don't know, a handful, maybe 4 or 5 times this year.
That sounds about right.
So there was the Big Ten finals. There was
Last night.
Cam Amin 5-0, so that's 2.
Remember that was today.
Skulls held him to a major 3 times. Every other time has been a tech fall. No pins.
3. That's pretty good.
Man, that is good.
It's wild. So Caliendo does it, which means I picked both finalists yet again. Good for Spay.
By the way,
Oh, houseboard alarm.
houseboard horn.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
there's
right.
a.
Get Nikki a houseboard. Also a houseboat. Also taking Venmos. And Caliendo does it, which means... Why did you
Wow, you're
mute the
listening.
YouTube? Yet again.
I didn't know I had the YouTube on.
so get this.
Gotta hit the mute.
Camden
We're not gonna get
McDaniel,
flagged for that,
get
guys.
this.
That's us.
Camden
Get
McDaniel
it.
now an All-American. That's 8 All-Americans for Nebraska.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Who
6, 7,
didn't
8.
All-American
Pinto.
so far?
Wow.
Oh, Pinto was the only one, and then they came with 9.
Yeah. And Pinto was in the blood round.
Pinto was a blood rounder.
I am pumped about
Taking a-
Nebraska.
Yeah,
Let's
let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we got the 174-pounders.
We'll make some picks.
We're back, baby.
Oh, baby.
We've got the 174-pounders coming up. And the blood round is already at heavyweight, so almost done. They will wrestle one more round of consolations. The match is to see if you're going to wrestle for 7th or up in the 3rd through 6th part of the bracket.
Consi quarters.
Yeah, let's call him that. Looks like Stephen Little is going to end Seth Shoemate's very
We got a minute to
impressive
go.
run.
Oh, that's 11. I thought it said 1. No, that's
2
2-1.
sticks.
Yeah,
2
11-0.
sticks.
It's getting double.
Trumbull Feldman, that's an interesting blood round bout. Schultz overpowering Gavin Hoffman, who All-Americaned at 184 for Ohio State, now at heavyweight for Lock Haven.
Yeah.
Luke Luffman, Heinzelman about to take the mat. We're gonna up some bets. So
go.
Haynes versus Hamidi coming up. This is just straight up, no points or anything. You two have Haynes. I said, give me Hamidi,
All right.
even though I said Hamidi that one time.
Yeah, it's okay.
Cardin, we got all sorts of guys. We had Kadi Magomedov, and now we got Abdul Rashid Sajulayev. I'm here, brother.
Oh, okay,
and
what's up?
it's got to be him because
Saddies?
there's a photo of Sajulayev.
Yeah, and he's saying
Now the question is he on a horse?
Sajulayev
No.
on a horse is the content we all crave. Then coming up at 197, Cardenas versus Barr at 84. We didn't have any discrepancies. You guys say Cardenas.
Oh my gosh, Hamidi in on a takedown. Spade looking like a genius right now.
Hamidi, let's go.
He goes up 3-0.
Wow,
also
stop. Scoreboard.
It's not crazy to think that Hamidi could win.
Oh, no.
Hamidi, excuse me.
Yeah, absolutely not.
He's just not the favorite. And you know what? I bet David's wrestled with Haynes a lot and has a game plan ready. And
Yeah, I wonder who's in the corner for Hamidi.
I'm going to say David and
Jimmy.
Tyler.
Oh, Tyler, yeah.
I don't only say it because they're close to his weight, but that's just a guess.
Yeah, this is one where, it's got to be at least a little awkward for David Taylor. Levi Haynes skipped his senior year of high school to train pretty much, exclusively with David Taylor at the M2 Training Center and then at NLWC. But, a guy that David Taylor kind of helped raise, mentored.
Protege, many say. We're all picking Keegan over DeVos, although that would be quite the story.
Yeah, that would be nuts.
At 97, we skipped 84 because we basically had the same thoughts. I'm picking Barr. You guys said Cardenas, which is very fair. And then Ferrari Buchanan. Are you guys taking Ferrari?
I'm taking Ferrari.
Man.
Now Levi Haynes in on a shot, minute 44
I'll take
left.
Bucky.
All right, me too. Bader Bukes, Bray Ferrari, Spey Buchanan.
And going to the offense is Hamidi.
Oh,
Man.
cutting that corner. Here's the thing about Haynes at 74. He looks strong, he looks big, but it's still 2 weight classes higher than he was.
We've seen it before.
A national
Jordan
champ.
Oliver,
Yeah,
among others.
I mean, you heard
He went toe-to-toe with Keegan.
Keegan O'Toole talked about his match against Haynes, the first one in freestyle, and just not understanding how strong this guy is. So just everything you hear about Haynes, he's plenty big for 174.
Oh, it's 5 a.m. in Dagestan. So I'm glad to hear Sajalayev's up.
Yes,
Watching.
up watching the NCAAs.
Inshallah.
Lola Dahl, and Steve-O battling in their Consi quarter at 125.
Yep, both already All-Americans.
Trumbull now with a 4-0 lead over Feldman. And Haynes trying to scramble his way to a takedown here.
Hamidi's got a hold of that leg.
Yeah.
They're at the edge of the mat, so you're likely going to see a stalemate or Hamidi able to bail out of bounds. O'Toole up 3-1. And Haynes, who, despite what many people think, very small for 174.
Spey, you son of a gun.
By the way, this match, Hamidi got a takedown against Keegan O'Toole in the Big 12 finals. Don't forget about that. So he's had a lead against these top guys. It's a matter of sealing the deal.
Yeah. It's one thing to gain a lead. It's another thing to have the lead when the
7
clock
minutes.
goes down to 0.
Yeah.
Anybody taking Hendrickson over Kirkfleet?
I'm tempted to do it. I like the way he's looked.
He being
Hendrickson.
Okay, Hendrickson.
Hendrickson.
I mean,
And Kirkfleet's looked maybe just a tiny bit off. So I'm tempted. But yeah, all right, sure. Why not?
dang it! I was hoping you'd say no because I was like, I'll do it.
I'll do it.
Oh, well, you can also take him.
I know, but it's not as. Now it's like I'm copying him, or it sounds like you're gonna take Kirkfleet.
No, just take who you want. I don't. This is how bets work. We can all.
I'll take Kirkfleet.
DeVos
Okay.
was in close to take down there, but
I'll take Hendy too.
Ooh.
All right, so now we got some bets. And now we got Luke Luffman Heinzman in a big boy scramble. Look at all that weight moving around and flipping and flopping and Granbying and somersaults and into the scorers table. Haynes in on a deep shot.
Hamedy's got him pretty well stretched out.
Yeah, those frames. When Hamedy wants to sprawl deep. Feldman came back a little bit here, 4-3. Is he going to optional start? Schultz really putting it on Hoffman. All right, there's the escape. So Feldman needs a takedown. Trumbull, a tall, full-size heavy, was at 97 for a little bit. Feldman, never that tall, but always had heavyweight as the plan. A little stockier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is interesting. 3-2 here in both matches. O'Toole and Hamedy leading in those respective semis. Second period.
Feldman darting across the mat, looking for a low ankle.
Yeah, he got one takedown earlier in this period. He tried to win it with another.
DeVos in deep.
Feldman's in deep. Yeah, DeVos is looking like he's close to this finish.
Very close. I think he's going to get
He's
it.
gonna get it. That's 2, right? Yeah, 3. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's well, it is also 2. It's just also one more. Man, Feldman in deep. Can he keep working? 10 seconds.
O'Toole is just a little chess master there. He just kind of pinched DeVos into a position where he had to get the stall call.
No, Trumbull. Wow, Feldman, All-American to non-All-American. So now the question is, who do Trumbull and Treffin, are they going to
Trumbull Treffin?
collide?
Yeah.
I'm going to bet that Stevenson beats Treffin, as much as I'd love to see the great South Carolinian Lehigh man shock the world. But if he were to go into the consies, 519 is down here. Yeah.
Hamedy was in.
Trumbull
Yeah,
had,
defense
but
from
dude,
Haynes.
Haynes is so good at scoring from this position. Hamedy comes back up to the feet. Third period, 4-2. And Hamedy in good shape. Oh my gosh.
Circles. Hamedy's gonna.
Hamedy gets that.
Up with the leg. He's caught underneath.
Yeah, gets the head in between.
Oh, it is David in the corner, confirmed, and is that Jimmy, I think.
I thought it was going to be David and Jimmy.
Coach Kennedy.
Kale.
They are the 1 and 2, right? Like, as far as in charge. I think.
Yeah.
Minute 7. That's a lot of time for Haynes to work still.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like, but, man, Hamedy's gas tank is really nice. I mean, both of theirs are, like, unstoppable. Remember after CKLV, I mean, it was kind of an obvious question, but it's like, hey, you never redshirt, never got that extra COVID year, and now you got 1 year at Oklahoma State. Don't you wish you had, like, those extra years? It's like, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, now that I got the right training, if everything, like, feels good, we got David Taylor here. He was going to go to Oklahoma State before David Taylor got that job.
Yeah.
But
Haynes in deep on a single leg here with 36 to go.
Hamedy like sneaks a peek at the clock, and he's in a decent shape with the belly on the one side and the ankle on the other. And
But, man, Haynes, despite being a tiny man for 174, is very strong.
This is one of those things where, you know, getting in on a shot, you waste time, but they do call the stalemates quicker. And now, look at that. Attempt. Haynes looking for it.
oh no, but Hamedy's defending.
Hamedy trying to get his arm behind that armpit, but man,
If they get a stalemate quick, it's like Hamedy can just run.
Yeah, Hamity's just going to try to hang on here. Man, I know it's a 3 over a 2, but this feels like a bigger upset than that.
Yeah, oh, he knows it.
That's going to be...
And no boat. That's the sad trombone for the boat. This is for the boat. Wah,
This
wah,
is a
wah,
bell.
wah.
This is an upset. It's a 3 over 2.
Hamity just hung up the phone, and it looked like he was looking right at the Penn State corner.
There ain't no brick there. That would be an embarrassing
Producer
brick.
Nicky wants
Producer
a brick.
Nicky, yeah,
and
he
he's
says-
got Haynes on his team.
Throw a brick. Man,
Yeah.
Hamity into the finals, and
I feel like they cut to David for a second. He looked like a little conflicted or like a little,
Can you read anything from like
no. But that's
screen.
just telling you what I think when I saw.
Yeah.
You're thinking like
Bader is a reader of faces.
Yeah.
He's good at it. That's a big part of your job,
Maybe
Bader.
the face
how about this? And then we're being distracted from a 6'5" O'Toole.
I know, and O'Toole's putting a ride on him. He's
And
got
he's
to have a riding time by now.
Yeah, it's down there on the,
Thank
the
you.
Yeah,
cable feed.
It was O'Toole.
110.
It was O'Toole with the reversal here in the third, and
One.
going to work on top.
Jeez.
But, a 1 point lead's not, I guess, with 2 now with the riding time, but
All right, so you guys lost the bet and now look extremely foolish.
dang it.
Yeah, we did.
So you're gonna have to do some push-ups.
Vastly undersized.
Yeah, I mean at least Haynes has a ready-made excuse.
I didn't think about how minuscule Levi Haynes was going to look.
Yeah, you forgot to factor in the
Even the
time
Goliath,
factor.
we get it.
There. Yeah.
DeVos, 26 seconds, and he's in on
Oh,
Man,
he's
this is
Keegan
crazy.
Pretty
near the
deep.
edge. This is
pretty
nuts.
deep.
Man,
Keegan's good when he's
3,
good defense, but this is
10 seconds left here in the third. Oh,
Doing the
man.
splits.
Got the foot back.
Keegan doing the splits. And okay, so Keegan can do the splits. Why doesn't he do the splits after the match and flex or something?
That's a great idea.
Yeah, what's the Mizzou hand sign? Is there something for the Tigers?
M and Z. No, I don't think there's.
Keegan is very much a traditional flexor.
Oh, it's because he doesn't have any big muscles. Okay,
Man, Keegan O'Toole back in the NCAA finals.
for the third time.
So I had Hamity, so I went against my own interest to win that bet and make you guys do push-ups, but I had Keegan O'Toole.
Man.
Keegan was
He's clearly
third,
hurt.
first, third. Now first or second. That's an all-time career. And yeah, let's take a quick break. Come back with our last 3 set of semifinals.
back, baby.
Oh, baby.
We were just talking in the break about the team race.
Yes, we
and,
were.
Look at this. Penn State #1, but not doubling anybody up. They're
Not even close.
yeah, they're up by 11 on Nebraska.
No, they're like, this ain't the capital of Ireland. We're not Dublin.
That's yep. Literally. Literally, that's what they said.
Got a revolting retch from producer Nick.
Everybody.
Yeah. Nebraska 101.5. Oklahoma State 84. Oklahoma State with some consolation wrestlers in action. Also, one more semifinalist coming up. Mm-hmm. Iowa sitting in 4th place with 63. So those are pretty clearly defined top 4. Those are looking like your trophy teams. Not the order of trophy teams many people would have expected. And Penn State, I mean, they've been lights out in the semifinals, and it just hadn't been that way so far this year.
It's crazy. This is like,
Yeah,
you're just not used to seeing Penn State not just
Penn State
dominant.
does have 3 more semifinalists still. to
Yeah,
go.
their upper weights are when they really
Expected
dominate.
to.
But it is weird. It's like they blew out everybody at the Black Knight Invite, and now they're struggling a little bit more.
Yeah.
Makes you
Struggling.
think.
Yeah.
No.
No, they're clearly, this is the second team in the history of NCAA wrestling to have 10 All-Americans.
Yeah.
This is
there
insane.
is like if you're
Let's
disappointed,
stop poo-pooing what's going on here.
Penn
Yeah.
State fans gotta revel in this. Matt Ramos over Caleb Smith to advance to the Consi semis.
They're also the first team to have 10 All-Americans and at least 1 wrestler in the finals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
Nebraska's
for
just on
these semifinals, it's Dustin Plott, Carter Starachi, we're all taking Starachi, and then McAnally, Keckeisen. We're all taking Keckeisen, but that's an interesting one. Like
But
McAnally has
not
not
by much. We're all
me-
taking
oh,
Parker, but it's not
yeah.
like, for, slam dunk.
I mean, we're all, and then we've seen Parker do too much to like pick against him at this point.
Yeah, but
you
I
know.
won't be shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're more. It's respect for McAnally. We are 100% on board with Keckeisen being an all-timer, but this
Yeah.
McAnally kid's he's special.
Third, first? Did he have a 5th year? Parker's third. Oh, third, second, first, right?
Third.
Second, first. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's an all-timer.
Yeah.
Yes.
And, another chance to be.
That's heavyweight, or 184-pound you for you. There's going to be so much pressure on whoever wrestles 184 for Northern Iowa next year.
By the way, both Penn State
Pressures of
and
privilege.
Oklahoma State with 2 matches right now against one another, head-to-head. And Caleb Fish just got a takedown in the closing seconds of the first period to take a 4-3 lead over Tyler Kasak.
Man, when you're a guy like Fish now, you're playing with house money, and that's what makes Saturday morning.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's an hour earlier, so make sure you tune in at 11. We'll be here, but at 10 a.m. Central here in Texas. But everybody's loose. Everybody's like, hey, man, I'm already on the podium here.
And we always talk about Saturday morning being there round. And I haven't thought about this till right now. Maybe that part of that comes like Friday night. I'm an All-American. All right,
yeah, am I going to
feel
finish
good.
7th or 8th, or am I going to finish 5th, 6th?
I just feel good that I'm in.
Yeah.
I can breathe.
Just time to wrestle. Like Sammy Alvarez has got to have this huge weight off his chest. The albatross, the monkey, whatever, it's off.
Starachi, by the way, just locked in his first takedown of the match. He goes up 3-0 against Dustin Plott.
Yeah, thank you for staying locked in.
You got to lock in on these.
You got to lock in like Ethan Styles is looting on that leg.
Yeah, he's trying to loot the leg. He's in on a single leg.
What do you think is his favorite medieval string instrument?
I think he's a big harp guy.
Harp?
Yeah, I think he's I think he's a big harp guy.
I was going to say the standing bass.
The Middle Ages famous standing bass.
Yes. That's
Yeah.
not electric. I'm not crazy.
You think the lute though, maybe. just throwing that out there. Maybe that's his favorite.
Plott now in on a shot. Oh, he's still on bottom, I guess. So he may be working for a reversal.
Or an escape.
Reversal, you will.
Or nothing.
Or
I feel like you could just start pushing away. I mean, look,
Yeah.
easier said than done.
Yeah.
But it's like, hey man, get one.
Yeah, but
There's the escape.
I love how going out of bounds means now we can give out escapes.
Oh
where we
man,
couldn't.
Kasak just headlocked.
Oh, that's so
Caleb
tight.
Fish.
Oh, he's suffocating him with his own arm.
He's got a minute left.
That is so tight.
That's a long time.
Can
to
you roll
survive.
all the way through is kind of like your only option right
Oh
here.
yeah, you're.
Like, I don't think it's going to happen. Like,
Right.
K-Site's just going to sink back and be like, yo, bro, aren't you getting tired, dude? You tired, bro?
McAnally, Kekheisen still scoreless.
Yeah,
Not a lot
and
of
then he
action.
tries to roll through and he cinches it. K-Sack.
A way to bounce back, right? You know, real emotionally.
He likes playing up to the crowd a little.
K-Sack?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he likes,
He gets fired up.
yeah.
Kekheisen taking his time going back to the center.
McAnally, it's like, how you gonna beat me to the line though?
Hey, this is a
Make it
potential breaking news in the chat. Abdul Rashid Sajalive, who we assume has to be real because he's got the picture and his
Yeah,
name
yeah,
spelled
no.
right, goes, how I enroll, brother.
Oh, wow.
I'm thinking Penn State.
Yeah.
Well, Penn State. I'm
And
thinking Missouri.
How does he spell? Does he spell brother like
With an
A? Okay, so that's
right? I don't know
He's
that,
just
but-
he's trying to indicate the accent, and that's
Yeah.
what we know the real Abdul Rashid said.
Because, yeah, when he say brother,
Yeah.
it's B-R-A-T-H-A.
yeah, brother.
Hey, Abdul, send me an email. Mark.bader@flowsports.tv. We'll hook it up. I just need a little cut of your NIL.
Oh, Knox is also a New England guy. So we got New England versus New England crime. Mm-hmm. Knox and McGranagle.
Yeah,
Who's needing attention here? Is that Knox?
Knox.
Yeah, because that's Ayers.
Couple of criminals from New England, according to Spay.
Who just said criminals?
You said it's New England and on New
Crime
England
on
crime.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I said that. Garvin and Steed.
Yeah, Mizzou looking for their second All-American. Right? Just their second All-American on this one?
What do you think Cam calls his trusty
They got
horse?
Yeah, Cam's already. These are already.
That's right.
Yeah. What I think he calls him Mustang.
My trusty Steed.
I don't think so.
He says, my trusty Steed.
6-1 lead for Starachi over Plot, and still no score for Kekheisen and McAnally. Well, I'm curious how the mat will play in here. McAnally right away up to his feet, and he's out.
He's out. Oh, Kekheisen got the.
20 seconds
He's
right.
trailing.
Shot McAnally.
Yeah, McAnally just a steamroller. Knox and how are our New England criminals?
Plot just tried to suck back on Starachi. Starachi ends up on the leg, working for a reversal.
Didn't work?
Didn't work.
Man.
Might as well, though.
Surprised.
I mean, Starachi's core has to be so strong. Imagine trying to just suck him back.
Yeah,
He's just
good
like,
luck.
He's like, nah. So now the reversal for Starachi, 8-1. And Starachi, with the riding time moving close to a minute.
Kekheisen was working an underhook there. Had McAnally really kind of wheeling back, trying to wrestle out of that position. Now they're in wrestling from space. Composto with a lead over Vombauer. So this could be, hey, that Penn home mat advantage.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the end result of everybody now just pulling their the leg parts down of their singlets? Do they just go to
different.
tights next or something? Like,
Well, you know what? You know why that's a good sign, Spay?
yeah?
Because it comes from international wrestling, and that means more of our folk stylers are watching international
Yeah,
wrestling.
Musakayev loves to just be like, I want nice baggies,
Yeah.
capri pants.
Yeah, so
Abdul.
Rashid
Bunch of
Sajalive
guys
is always,
did that,
Yeah, so it's-
baggy singlets. You see the baggy singlets sometimes?
yeah, I don't.
International wrestlers?
While I don't get it, I'm all for it because hey, keep watching international wrestling.
Yeah. I just feel like eventually it's like, all right, guys, just put on tights. And
But I remember guys used to grab their legs and pull them up.
Yes.
So it's like trends just come, trends just go.
they come and they go.
Only fashion.
Yeah. Don't listen to me on fashion, says JD.
Yeah. Yeah, that was great.
JD's fashion is dog shit. I love JD. I love him. But it's like,
Let's sit here, Bader. What are we working with?
can't say that.
I mean, you did, so I guess you can.
So you can. He's at my point.
What time is
Nikki
it?
said worse earlier.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, if you review the donk toss.
Godlord
footage.
wants to know how many more matches. Well, Godlord, we've got
2 more weight classes.
184, then 197, then heavyweight.
Plus the outer.
The Outer Banks.
The outer limits. The constellation.
Consolation
Nikki's
bracket.
asking about the.
Consternation bracket.
They also call it wrestlebacks, Nikki. Console.
Shot.
Now I can't say it.
The constabulary.
We gotta lock in. We got a minute 25 left. Kekheisen and McAnally tied at 1.
Let's go.
Uncle Hefe's on point. He says JD is hobo chic.
See?
But he didn't use a curse word. You could have said that.
Yeah.
No, didn't think of it. I like what I said better.
New Jersey man trying
What
to
do you
call
guys
other
think?
states criminals. I'm not the one. Well, okay, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, no, you did, Spade.
But Bray's the one that
You're
pointed
out of
it out.
pocket.
Oh, I just thought that's what you were, insinuating.
Man, 1-1. We get overtime. McAnally will then have taken Starachi and Parker Kekheisen into
And
overtime.
Gabe Arnold, right? Didn't he beat Gabe Arnold in overtime?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so too.
but not so much just like being in overtime. It's just like he's right there with the 2 best
Yeah.
guys, with 2 national champs. Unless Kekheisen gets it done here. He's got time, 45 seconds.
This one's good though.
Yeah.
Just a
Starachi.
freshman. Just a freshman. And these guys are 5th-year seniors.
Well, yeah.
Or 6th.
I mean, we
right?
could be talking undefeated freshman champ if it wasn't for these extra COVID years.
And Parker is an all-timer, as we said. And Strachey clearly an all-timer.
Starachi gonna get this dub. The only question is major or not. Starachi houseboat.
Yeah,
says,
this is for houseboat money. Nikki's still holding on. He ran into a couple bumps in the road.
You never know. Maybe everybody's brackets get blown up.
Yeah. Starachi looking for this takedown in the major. Not going to get it. 8-3, I believe 9-3 with riding time. Yeah, that will be the final score.
Yo, this
McAnally-
McGonigal Knox match is wild. McGonigal's trying to get a ride out just to tie it and send it to overtime. Oh no, he could win 1-0 if he gets the ride out. Riding time is under a minute.
30 seconds there. And we're in overtime. McAnally, Kekheisen.
Ho 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 ho.
Gonna go for it.
In deep. Oh, McAnally looking for the rear tag. Oh my gosh.
McAnally's in! McAnally's in! Oh, good sprawl from Kekheisen. This one is
Yo, these are heavyweights trading just landing haymaker after haymaker. Or whatever they call those
out of
punches.
bounds?
Punches and punches.
What's
They got bunches of punches and McGonigal moves on.
they just taking the time to get back to the thing? Yeah.
Good for C. McG. Bianchi, Zurbin, Amin, Bearclaw. Whoa, didn't they wrestle at CKLV? Bearclaw won.
Yeah.
All right.
They wrestled in a duel, too.
Parker continues the attack.
Oh,
Look on it!
Oh, he's close.
McAnally's gonna take.
He's close.
Oh my
McAnally's
God!
almost got it.
Oh, so flexible. Now he's still fighting.
This is nuts. McAnally's
He's
in
got
position
plenty
to
of
win.
time. Parker's trying to
Parker's
push
trying
him.
to-
Shove him
Yeah.
out of bounds on one leg.
Yo!
Kekheisen rolled. He's got the leg. Passing.
Kekheisen win! Oh my goodness! Holy smokes!
That was insane.
Oh, Kekheisen just lost a team point.
Man.
Maybe. He
What?
gently crosses.
Yo!
Schwab
Schwab,
and Dog.
I love Schwab's pump, and then Roper is just that like, that's right. That's
Oh my
right.
gosh! Holy
What a
cow!
what a sequence.
What
That
a
was
sequence, David.
Unreal.
All right, Chop Shop, you know what to do. Let's get that clip up as soon as this round is done.
Yeah, not out just yet.
Are they
Man.
gonna challenge it?
Parker
There's nothing to
Kekheisen.
challenge, right? Yeah.
No, Michael Kemmer.
I mean, just unreal fight from both guys.
Brandon
Kekheisen, he really had to risk it to dive under.
Look at
past
the
that
crowd.
leg.
Look at the crowd in the background.
Yeah,
and
and
I know that's the Panther train, but that was like the whole half of the arena giving these guys
Oh,
props.
everybody in the arena right now. This is
Yeah,
the
look,
coolest thing.
all eyes right there. You know, that's
And when wrestling fans just recognize good ass wrestling, it's cool. Oh, he almost had it. He almost had it. And
Now
then
he's got it.
Kekheisen, he's behind the hips, and
No!
he won't give him that right leg.
watching the replay.
Wow.
We
He,
put-
and
yeah,
to
here's
have
that-
the balls to dive like that.
Here comes that
Here's
dive.
the
Boom, pass.
Cojones.
Oh my goodness.
You knew McAnally was like, I'm out of tricks. I
Man.
got nothing for what he just did.
That was lit.
He's like, I had him, and then he does that to me? Come on.
Is that? Oh my God.
And that's going to make McAnally better, by the way. That, and then the way he went after Starachi and then tried again, and Starachi adjusted, that's going to make McAnally think, here's those things I need to do.
This is going to make Parker more confident going into tomorrow. When stuff got tight, when
He trusted his instincts. He trusted his wrestling,
Yeah.
his base.
Oh man.
All right, well,
that was chilling.
That was like Mendez Bartlett.
It was.
I mean, you just got two guys that are at the height of their powers.
All right. Let's take a quick break.
Oh, okay.
Catch
yeah.
our breaths. We'll be back.
back tomorrow.
We are back, and we have a new James Brown. He's been a changed man.
He's a Panther.
We had Ohio State on there after Jesse Mendez gave us the most exciting match of the tournament so far, but now Parker Kekais and Max McAnally, very tight bout, and then overtime is where it all went down. And Bader, you said right there that was the move of the tournament.
That was the moment of the tournament for me so far, and there's been a lot, right? But the excitement, the back and forth, it looked like McAnally had him on the edge. Parker's hands hit the ground, but he came up right away and turned around. McAnally got back in on his leg, and I thought he was going to get crunched.
Oh
when he
my
rolled
gosh,
through.
Josh Barr just got the takedown on Jacob Cardenas.
How did he muscle that up? Cardenas was in deep because we are underway at 197. We got
Barr has the leg split.
Stephen Buchanan and AJ Ferrari.
Ferrari 2-0 against Buchanan in his career.
So we made bets on this. You guys said Cardenas. I said Barr.
Yep.
Me and Bader said Buchanan. You said Ferrari.
Okay.
Bader, Bray.
Yep.
So that's what's up. Simon Ruiz, Matthew Singleton, 4-0 in the second. That's in the Consi quarters.
Cam Amin trails Terrell Bearclaw 9-7 and in on a shot, 15 to go.
What I appreciate about Bearclaw is his name is easy to Google or look up on WrestleStat. You're just like, that's all I got to type in. I don't need his first name. I
Yeah.
don't need...
Man, look at Barr.
And Barr Cardenas, was that overtime in the dual meet?
I think it was in the dual meet. Yeah.
I think it was, yeah.
And then that was an injury default win for Cardenas, right? In the Big Tens?
Could be. I can
I
look
thought
that.
Barr got hurt after that. I'm not certain.
Bearclaw beat Amin twice, not at CKLV. I lied about that. In a duel and then Big 12s, both in overtime.
Is it a lie if you think you're telling the truth?
Or no, 2-1 at
I don't know. That's a
Big
good
12s.
question.
2 lies and a truth.
I guess it's just an inadvertent lie. I don't know.
A mistruth?
Yeah. Misinformation?
Disinformation? Sometimes that's like when you purposely.
So Barr beat Cardenas in tiebreakers in the duel, and then they did not wrestle at Big Tens. Oh wait, yes they did. And then it was a Cardenas sudden victory win.
Sudden victory. Okay.
3-1, Cardenas managed to escape. 0-0, no surprise. Well, what do you got? Something going on the edge of the mat here.
Buchanan looking for a shot. Ferrari squaring up. Very hard to score on. 22 seconds left, first period.
We got there Lachlan McNeil, okay, representing our neighbors to the north and the University of North Carolina and Wyoming Sem, where he graduated high school.
Wow, the trifecta.
Yeah, the big three.
The big three.
That's a very common route, though. It's always the
is it?
Toronto to Wyoming Sem to UNC pipeline, they call it.
That's
Toronto,
right, yeah.
Pennsylvania, North Carolina.
That's a Venn diagram where he just hangs out by himself, right in the middle. Right in the center.
It could be the start of a great pipeline.
Ferrari going to go bottom, and I think Ferrari's expectation is to get an escape and then ride Buchanan out.
Hey, Matty Bianchi of Little Rock into the All-American round. I think we might have glossed over that a little bit, but for all of the maybe not a little bit of controversy with Tyler Brennan and then Nasir Bailey going out pretty early, it's like, oh, is the shine off of Little Rock? And so Little is still an All-American.
Yeah.
Now, Matty Bianchi, 2 All-Americans from Little Rock. This program didn't exist 6 years ago.
For the second straight year,
for them.
two All-Americans.
That is crazy. Neil Arisman should be the top of everyone's list of, I don't want to leave Little Rock because it's great for Little Rock.
Shut up, Spade.
But hey, that's how it works, man.
I know that's what people are thinking.
That's how it works in all sports.
Barr on bottom in the second, working for an escape. We also have Patrick Kennedy and Danny Wask wrestling over there.
Jack's looking for some upper body near fall. He's going to at least get the takedown. Yep.
Ferrari looking for a reversal.
Yeah, looking for a switch, but you can't have that far
He's-
ankle.
he's
Doesn't
trapped it.
anymore, but he's got it. Yeah, he's got it with his leg, the near ankle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ferrari talking to the officials.
Yeah, I don't know if he wanted to.
Start going back and forth. It's like, this could go bad, AJ.
Yeah.
I want to do that.
Ferrari really sold out for that reversal. I think, he just needs the escape, really.
And Barr's so good slipping in those legs and now just pinching. And I thought they were going to start calling that stalling, but I guess not. Now, what does Buchanan do? Is he stupid enough to go underneath if he gets...
If you didn't hear AJ's post-quarterfinal press conference,
That's me paraphrasing AJ when after who went down? Was it Luke? No, maxed out.
Yeah.
For AJ's sake, I don't like what's going on. He's throwing his hand up, looking at the ref, doing this like...
Yeah.
And,
it's like, man.
It's not going to save you.
Now Buchanan, with his riding time over a minute.
Mm-hmm. But after he rode out, maxed out, and then got interviewed, it was, hey, I don't know why you would go underneath me. Maybe these other next 2 guys that I'm going to wrestle, maybe their coaches are stupid enough to put them underneath me.
Yeah.
And now the opposite's happening.
Well, and now if Buchanan gets to ride out, he doesn't have to go underneath.
Yeah, big mat return. So Shane Sparks probably commented on that since he's on this call with Trent Hidley. 4-1 Barr. Still in control here in the second period.
Barr's got him jammed up in there.
Oh, good ride there from Buchanan. It looked like Ferrari was going to figure a way out of that, and Buchanan just kind of floated his hips, and now he's sinking his legs back in, under 30.
Strategy-wise, it seems like AJ has maybe departed a little bit from what he normally does. He's been working so hard for these reversals. And
Buchanan only needs like 1 big mat return. Or, floating the hips. And AJ, did he give up near fall? Just one.
Close.
Is he hurt?
AJ, I don't think so.
Okay, I thought he was.
He's probably exasperated and maybe has a pain look on his face. But look at Buchanan, they call stalemate. Yeah, just dragged his toe.
There's a green brick that just got dropped.
Yeah, they want near fall. Brands does.
Oh.
Man, no, he said give it back, right? They say, I would. I mean, I guess you got to think about what's left in the tournament.
Third period for Barr Cardenas. Cardenas goes underneath. It's 4-1. He needs more than an escape. And Barr so far not showing any signs of lingering injury or anything.
Yeah. Man, Barr is tough.
Yeah, just a brute. Patrick Kennedy, Danny Wask. Did I have that in a Consi quarter? Yeah, I did. I called that exactly, and now if Kennedy wins, then I've also called that.
Cardenas is out. So 4-2.
I don't think riding time is going to be...
Does AJ try to ride him for a minute, or do you just cut him?
Oh, Barr's got a 91 seconds of riding time, so Cardenas needs this takedown and some ride out.
Well, we'll see if Buchanan goes underneath. I guess he probably will now.
Coach's challenge. After further review, the ruling on the mat stands. No near fall. I just read his lips.
That's good work, Spade.
Thank you.
Thanks for that.
That's Terry, right?
Yes, Terry.
On the screen that we're looking at.
Yes, not wrestling.
All right, he's going underneath. 2 minutes. So he's got to get out in under a minute and then not get taken down. And that'll be a path to victory.
Keep an eye on this Barr Cardenas match. 1 minute to go in that one.
Locked hands. That is huge.
Against AJ?
Yeah.
Yep.
Holy smokes.
And that, I mean, this could start some unraveling. There goes the brick. Yeah. More
Red
time.
brick?
Yeah.
Did you guys see? Was it locked hands?
I didn't see it, but
I wasn't looking at that.
It looked like the ref had a very clear view.
yeah, I wasn't kind of looking for. That's one of those things you're not really looking for all the time, and I wasn't.
36 seconds.
Or
Cardenas.
could this be an opportunity? Sorry.
Just talk to your athlete.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
They don't have a whole bunch of wrestlers. They could lose a challenge and whatever.
Yeah, I think Andrews is out. They only had.
It's like,
had 3
okay,
guys.
let's get AJ over here and sit, whatever you need to say to get his head right.
Time running out on Cardenas.
Yeah. 20 seconds for Cardenas.
And Barr can run.
But he can't.
Stall warning as he goes off the mat.
Oh, a point.
So
He can't stall anymore. One more stall and it's... Oh, no, but he's still got riding time, so he can run.
I do run.
Cardenas needs a sprint.
Cardenas is all about doubles and tilts. And now he's wrestling. Barr's sticking in there. And now he can just jog away.
Yeah, he can give up another stall if he wants. Doesn't really matter.
That's it.
Josh Barr into
right.
the NCAA Finals.
You guys
Freshman.
lose again.
Man, unreal performance.
Yeah,
So
great
you're
job
kind
by
of kicking
Bart.
our butts this.
That's right. Yeah, no more push-ups for me. I'm done with the shoves.
Hold on. We got heavyweights.
Do run. Oh,
Thank you. I got that in your head.
I picked Cardenas to.
Man, congrats to Josh Bart. Just when people
Oh, he's hurt.
want to say,
no good.
Penn State's, man, they're
Yeah.
down, they're not
Overhyped.
very great. It's like, okay, well,
No,
Well,
they're
gonna
doing
get
great.
they're gonna get so much of that because so many other fans and every non-Penn State fan is like any chance the needle lines like we're doing it.
yeah, unreal.
And this is after we're talking about they have 10 All-Americans.
Yeah,
They're just not quite having them.
I knocked over some water
That's all
bottles.
right. No, I
that
think I was looking at all the gear. We probably need to get a Penn State headgear here because
Well, this is Cliff Keen.
it's all right.
Well, do they make Penn State headgear?
I don't know, but they don't make all the uniforms for these other guys.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I think they just made these, so we could have them.
So they could be ours.
All right, they're showing the replay, and I don't.
Yeah,
Well, that-
yeah.
I
But was
didn't
he on
see
the
his
mat?
knees down,
Is he-
but it
you
looked
can't-
like the knees were down. But we couldn't see it from that angle.
Yeah, you
David,
can't see the knees
To your
there.
point,
Uh,
but it seemed like
after further review,
locked hands, technical violation,
That's
1
1
point.
point.
Sorry, I
no, you're a skilled.
rip leader.
Yeah, Luke Smith trying to get AJ back in this, and yeah, what do you do? You cut him here?
Yeah,
Well, if you cut them, you're down essentially 3-0.
but if not,
I mean, you
try
right
to
him out.
ride it
It
for
won't.
till a minute, like, and
Yeah, he's gonna have to let go here and work for this. Oh man, he's committed to the ride. Oh, if he could return to his back, that'd be crazy.
I like
Buchanan's
Buchanan's
really good.
balance.
I don't see
yeah.
Buchanan getting taken down or returned to his back.
No, I don't either.
I think you got to cut him, but you're in a tough spot.
Yeah, ride him out and lose. Like what?
Well, or do you try to
Turn
ride him until there's, erase the riding time and then try to get a takedown? There's
Sure.
no good options here.
Yeah, that locked hands is a killer.
And now you get hit with stalling. No?
I think he came up in time.
Yeah.
All right, now he's out. All right, so yeah,
Oh, Buchanan's out.
and with riding time over a minute,
All right, so
minute 20. So he
a
has
takedown and ride out at any point will at least tie it if he gets it with more than 20 seconds left. And we haven't seen AJ need a takedown really in this whole entire season.
yeah.
So, that's one of the things. Like you kind of don't really know what he's got there until he needs it.
AJ's cleaning up the mat.
Trumbull Heinzelman on the mat, McDaniel Novak. Great tournament by Novak again. Just want to reiterate that. He's in a 1-0 match, start of the third. McDaniel leads. They're going neutral. Kennedy up 6-2 over Wask. So a very prescient bracket from me. All right, Jackson Smith. All right, he's going to place top 6. Go Terpies.
Good for Jackson Smith.
All right, under a minute. 2-on-1, push it against the head. See, in freestyle, they call you not allowed to do that. Negative wrestling.
Shot. Oh, reattack. Buchanan.
But Ferrari very flexible.
Yes, he has the most famous flexibility of anybody in NCAA wrestling.
And the flamest.
Well,
You said it.
Flip of the flung.
Now,
32
Buchanan just wants to
seconds.
slowly work up. I mean, he is
Yeah.
not, there's no stall call coming, or stalemate coming.
That's a great job. Working up the leg.
You got
it's
it.
a takedown. Oh, is it?
Oh,
Is
or
it? My foot was on the ground, he said.
What
Is
are
it
they
a
calling
stall?
here? They may call it stalling.
Look at Terry. Look at Terry.
Wow.
This is
Terry is one of a kind.
this is against the team that they tried to recruit AJ. They have his brother on the team.
I'm sure he knows these coaches well. And I don't know if he was around when Buchanan was, but
So AJ says, are they dumb enough to put him underneath me? And they were, but turned out to be a smart move. So Stephen Buchanan, you guys lose another bet.
wait, did I bet on? Who did I bet on?
Bray said, oh, no. You and me, Bader, said
That's what I
Buchanan.
thought.
Bray,
Yeah.
you're going to be doing many shups.
How many shups I'm looking at?
We are 5, 10, 15 shups.
Okay, that's a man. I think I can handle that.
Okay, well, more clap shups coming. The houseboat's slowly sinking, and we should probably be sinking into a few commercials.
Yeah, let's sink into a couple commercials here. We got heavyweights coming up, and we'll be right back after this. We're back. We got one set of semis left. It's going to be Gable Stevenson, Owen Treffin, and Wyatt Hendrickson, Greg Kirkfleet. And we've got the last consolation matches on the mat, too.
Yeah, we saw Novak at 97 beat McDaniel, and now that mat is done, so close out mat 5. You don't need to ever look at that for the rest of the day. And in fact, tomorrow there will be no mat 5.
Yeah.
So roll it up, undo the tape, and get the Resolite out of there. Ben Keeter and Colton Schultz. Schultz leads 2-0. Looks like he got a reversal in the second. 197, Stephen Little maxed out. So Little Rock with 2 All-Americans once again. Stout leads 1-0. Got an escape in the second. Trumbull just won 9-0. Isaac Trumbull finished in the top 6. And Mat 6 is done. So roll up that mat and get it out of there.
Get it out. Put it on the truck. Take it home. We don't need it.
The only,
Three mats tomorrow.
The way you can tell.
Dump it in the river. Roll it out of the arena and keep rolling it till it's at the bottom of the Delaware.
Delaware? Okay,
The way you can tell this is an important tournament is that they're not literally rolling up the mats right now. Almost every other tournament, as soon as it starts, they just start rolling them up.
I don't care if there's wrestling going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, how about here, Bray? I'm going to send you something over Slack. Maybe you want to pull it in. It's a guy walking across a mat while live wrestling is going on.
Oh yeah,
It happened at EIWA's.
yeah.
And it was great because if you look, there's a heavyweight bout going, and it's like the finals haven't started, and there's consies, and this guy's like, la da 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 da, I'll just walk over
He's
here.
just whatever,
And the
doing his
heavyweights, while the mat is going on, like looks up and goes, huh? All right, back to riding this guy.
All right, I'm going to show you this. Let me pull it up here just 1 second.
And now we're in that stadium, or arena, I should say, still very full for having just a few mats left. But
You got Gable Steveson.
that's right.
Stick around. See the Olympic champion.
He has been on a tear. He says it's going to be all bonus. I'm going to make my mark.
One of these heavyweight semifinals is interesting, and we don't know who's going to win. The other one, not as much.
Spam having trouble pulling this up, Brandon.
No, it's not working.
No, it's not loading. My Slack's not loading.
Oh, you got to get the Slack app, David.
I have the app,
It's
but
on the internet.
I can't put it on that browser.
Maybe I
Wow, dog.
maybe I can text you. What's your number?
I don't have my phone set up or my phone number set up to this because it's a new computer.
Yeah, don't say your number out loud.
All right. Anyway, we're underway at heavyweight. I'll email it.
Oh, actually, wait a minute. I can figure it out.
David's a smart. I tell you, if there's one thing David Bray can do, is figure stuff out.
he is a
Smart
thing
guy.
figure outer.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Hendrickson versus
can't do anything else.
Kirkfleet.
That's the only thing.
Bader, you have Kirk. Bray, you have Hendricks.
Yep.
Hendrickson. So do I. I picked Hendrickson because Bader's like, you're just gonna pick Kirkfleet, but so there it is.
Okay, well, you picking Gable or Traffic?
We're all picking
taking
Gable.
Traffic.
Gable already got a takedown. It's 3-0. Yeah, there we go.
All right, let's see. This is a guy walking through the mat. This is what you normally get. This is
yeah.
EIWAs. Look at that.
Look at
guy
that.
What are you doing?
I'm pulling that.
Oh, yeah, we
I'm
do this 2
pulling
or 3
that
times.
One
You
more
can
time.
slow-mo if you want.
One more time. Look at that guy. He just walks right
boop.
through the center of the action.
Yeah, the guy on bottom has no idea, but the guy on top is like, you're not really.
Yeah, that's just
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah,
That's
it's
just
pretty-
walking shoes.
yeah,
on
it's
that.
pretty
This is
crazy.
they
So-
spend a lot of time cleaning mats in the beginning of the tournaments, and then like as the tournament goes on, it's like there's no rules anymore.
So Schultz over Keeter, 10-2 with the riding time. Keeter's going to wrestle for 7th. Schultz will be in the Conti semis.
Yeah, he's finishing out his career with a top 6 finish between 3 and 6.
Wyatt Hendrickson, Greg Kirkfleet, really interesting. Obviously, Kirkfleet had that dominant win last year at the All-Star Classic, but Hendrickson was hurt. Hendrickson looking for a shot. Kirkfleet looking for a go-behind. And Hendrickson
take
Oh, Hendrickson!
Of course, Kirkley won by tech ball probably a year and a half ago at the All-Star duel, and that's the last time they wrestled, right? I don't think
so.
I don't think Hendrickson was. Hendrickson got hurt in what was that? The U23 World Finals the year or a couple months before that. Hurt his knee, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you're a heavyweight. Those injuries are just part of life. That's a lot of weight being torqued. And now Hendrickson's been flat on his stomach, Kirkfleet, and then Hendrickson is dragging a toe. I feel like he could have kept dragging a little bit more, but anyway, 37 seconds of riding time, 22 seconds left in the period to get the ride out. And Hendrickson does not pull down the legs of his singlet.
No, they ride straight up.
Yeah, he's got
Old school.
short shorts. Yeah, like you go to like the 80s and the Olympics, and it's basically just suspenders and like a pair of briefs.
Daisy Dukes. It's like ginger. It comes from
Yeah.
Pop culture.
Yeah.
The island of Gilligan.
Yeah.
All right, so I want
Or
to
the
watch.
Dukes of Hazzard. Hazard County.
I want to watch Gable go to work and do awesome Gable things, but I also want to see if Hendrickson could keep going here. Oh, he doesn't get the ride out. Good job by Kirkfleet to get out there. That could come back to haunt Hendrickson. Because if this is a tight bout,
Tight bout, Cowboy.
and there's only 2 more mats left. Mat 2 is done. They're still going to keep 3 mats out there. Tomorrow, it is a literal 3-ring circus because the clowns are in town. It's definitely not a literal 3-ring circus.
It's a literal.
And the clowns are
Oh,
literally
Trevor
here.
with the suck Packleton.
No!
It's so funny we get excited if
He's good at that, man.
He loves. Oh, Gable smiled. You see him?
Yeah.
As he was like,
okay, you
"Is it okay? That was
broke
your
my heart rate
shot.
for
That
a
was your
second."
shot."
shoot your shot.
Henderson's still riding, but good sit out and turn in. And Kirkfleet's out. 90 seconds of riding time. Almost 90. A little shy.
Oh, man. Look at this. Crazy.
Oh!
Hendrickson is
No
wild. for
fear.
that.
Hendrickson.
You guys
I
are
like
watching
it.
this.
Yeah, it's a
it
little
came out-
slower.
Yeah, 2 seconds ahead maybe.
Yeah, all right. Let's just watch the top one, which is, it's a hexa box. 6 boxes.
Hexabox.
Heck of a box up there.
Heck of a song. But yeah, it's like a couple seconds ahead, and it's always annoying when you're watching the same sporting event, but just off by a little.
Yeah. Now Kirkfleet's got to find a takedown in here somewhere, you'd imagine.
Yeah, because Hendrickson takes down in the third, gets out in under 30 seconds, and all of a sudden he's got a 2-point lead, but could be 3 with riding time. Stevenson, is he letting OW and the Hodge away?
I don't know. We'll see.
He doesn't at least bonus Trevin.
We'll see. He didn't have bonus in the Big Ten finals. But I mean, look at this. He's close to it.
Treffin kicks
He
free.
just stands up and walks right back. Does Gable.
Yeah, it's like get back to the center.
Not chasing you to the edge.
We need to do daily recaps. Yo, we are, dude, but they are by the guys in Philadelphia.
That's right.
Yeah, so keep looking for that YouTube page.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been doing session recaps, the FRL crew on the ground, so you can find those on our YouTube. There's one for session 1, session 2, session 3 so far.
All the sessions.
Hendrickson and on another attack.
Yeah, he's gonna score.
Yeah, Kirkfleet tried to roll him through, but Hendrickson's like, I've done this before. This isn't my first rodeo, cowboy.
Hendrickson's always had that, pedal to the metal mindset, but he's eliminated a lot more mistakes than he used to. So huge adjustment there, and look at him, 7-2.
Yeah. After these 2 matches are done, just 40 more bouts max, and you're going to get some injury defaults tomorrow. That's just the fact of life. We're not going to get all 30 placement
Take
bouts.
the good, you take the bad, you take them all, and there you have.
Actually, no, more than
isn't it-
because there's a round of consies
yeah,
too.
isn't it like
so there's
60?
60, yeah.
60 bouts.
Okay, 60
Yeah.
bouts.
Man,
60 bouts left in the season.
You tried to cheat.
Hendrickson
You
is-
tried to cheat the good people of the watch party of 20 bouts of wrestling.
Spay, you would.
I'm just not going to allow them to watch it.
Good luck.
Good luck, cowboy.
Good.
Take down Gable, 10-3, and I think he's going to try for one more.
Please do.
37 seconds to do it, and he's in on a shot. You have to try to finish in bounds. Treffin looks like he's still wearing the team-issued shoes from NC State, and Gable gets the takedown.
Yeah. So at least the major, it's probably all it's going to be. Hendrickson's going to ride out here, and Kirkley, it looks kind of broke.
Yeah.
They're a second apart, 17, 16, 15 seconds to go.
Yeah. I mean, Kirkley, it's still a legend. He's going to have, 5-time All-American?
Yeah, an undefeated national champion.
Yeah, he'll be a 5-timer. 7-4-2-1, and then this year, best he can do is third.
So Spay, not only, I mean, you were talking earlier in the match, maybe this eliminates Gable from the Hodge or from the OW, but he also got the major and just won the Doug Villaro Award. Normally you don't see that.
Technically.
Yeah.
Normally you don't see that from a semifinalist.
From a Gable Stevenson Doug Villaro Award. Oh, yeah, and our Doug Villaro Award, forgot to announce it, from Session 3, Luke Luffman of Illinois.
I tell you what, seeing the difference between Gable and Kirkfleet and now the difference between Wyatt Hendrickson and Kirkfleet, I'm excited for that match.
It's gonna be.
Gable is
We take
the
Gable to win.
heavy favorite, but
Yeah.
I just think there's going to be some really good exchanges there. And
Bader, you're going to owe some shups because you lost. Me and Bray got
How many?
Hendrickson.
How many do I owe?
Five. Let's see. 10, 15, 20. Bader, you owe 25 shups.
how many shups do I owe? I'd like to get them done because we got work to do. We got to get out of here.
Well,
and
we
get
can
some
do it
work done.
tomorrow. We can do it. Tomorrow is a lighter day.
Producer Nikki said, "No, we
Shups.
got it. We got to do
All right,
shups
Bray,
now.
you got 20 shups.
20 shups. I'm gonna knock them out. I'm getting them done right now
Yeah.
because we got work to do, boys.
Yeah, the work never stops.
Yeah. 20 shups. I'm gonna do them right here with a couple of donks too.
Yeah, donk on each side.
Yeah.
Flanked by donks.
Get my donks on.
What do I got?
Bader, you got 1, or 5, 10, 15, 20. You got 20. And
You
Bray,
got
those
20?
are textbook shups. Look at that, straight as a plank. That is perfect form.
Perfect.
I haven't been counting, so it's an
Curse
honor
it.
system.
We got the
Boom.
20.
20, and I thought it was 25.
You told me 20.
Get 5.
5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, Bader has, yeah, Bader, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Look at Bader.
I just got 5 shups, guys. I was on fire. I picked every single, I won every single bet. I bet Mendez, I got Hardy, I got Hamidi, I got Barr, I got Buchanan, and I got Hendrickson. So, I don't know, dare I say suck it?
Nicholas Allen wants to know if CP's going to do an FRL. I believe so. They've been doing them.
He's been doing them.
Little inside info. They got to clear the arena.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's not a secret, right?
I don't think so, yeah.
Yeah, last time in Tulsa, it was a secret that then former President Trump was going to be in the arena. This time, it's current President Trump. So it's a little more fanfare, a little more security.
Bader, I don't think...
Bader's just going.
he's just going till
can't stop
till
Bader.
failure.
Bader, I'm going to sit on you and make you do push-ups with more weight. That's also not full extension.
I said that from the start.
All right, I just got 5 because I was so good at picking 5. How many matches did we do? 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 6 for 6. So
While Spade's doing those push-ups, we got a question in the chat
okay, here
about
comes 5.
the team score. Penn State 135, Nebraska 101, Oklahoma State 91,
The
Iowa
last one was a clap.
73.5. That's your top 4.
Then it drops off.
Drop off to 5. Minnesota, Cornell, Northern Iowa, Ohio State, Illinois, Virginia Tech round out your top 10 at the moment.
5 shups and a little hydration.
All right, guys, we got our shups on. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the watch party. 2 more sessions tomorrow.
11 Eastern?
It's 11 Eastern tomorrow, so 10 our time for the medal rounds, and then
Let's lock in.
the finals, baby. 6 p.m.
Let's lock in.
Let's do it.
Ah, gotcha.
All right, see you guys tomorrow.
There you go.